School is back in session on the UC Davis campus, and the Aggie student body is fired up to root for their Aggies. Fired up being the key phrase, with the temperature in the mid-90s for tonight's critical Big Sky football matchup. It's the start of conference play as two nationally ranked teams meet up in what is being called the FCS National Game of the Week. It's the UC Davis Aggies playing host to the Idaho Vandals here at UC Davis Health Stadium. Hello everyone, Scott Marsh here with former Aggie quarterback great John Grant. John, it's great to have you here, and we're in for quite a matchup tonight. Idaho is ranked 4th in the polls. UC Davis has been ranked as high as 11th. Both teams are at 3-1, and they've gotten to this point in similar ways.
They have. Both teams starting off the season against former Pac-12 teams. UC Davis playing Cal Berkeley, tough into the second half. Idaho going up to Eugene, Oregon, playing the Ducks. Very, very tough, very nearly winning that game. Both teams have played ranked FCS opponents and taken care of business. There's star power on both sides of the football for both teams. It's the Big Sky opener. It's 11 hosting 4. It's going to be a heck of a ball game tonight. It
should be a heck of a game, and we know the defenses are stout. And for UC Davis, their defense, it's anchored by their senior safety, Kavir Baines, who Coach Tim Plow has said might be the most important player on the team.
Kavir Baines is a ball hawk. Kavir Baines is all over the field. Here you see him recovering the fumble last week against Utah Tech. He's around the ball. The defensive schemes are designed as such by defensive coordinator Matt Coombs. Here you see Kavir using his instincts, undercutting the slant route, very nearly taking it back for a pick 6. Kavir Baines, as he celebrates there, a primetime player at the nickel position, very versatile for the UC Davis Aggies, will be a key player tonight.
No doubt, he's one of the very best. And speaking of one of the very best for Idaho, their defense led by senior Keyshawn James Newby. Remember that name. He's leading the nation in sacks. Many think, John, he'll be suiting up on Sundays next year.
Keyshawn James Newby, he's one of those prototypical rush ends. He gets up the field fast. He's powerful. He's got a motor. He's had 7 sacks coming into the game tonight, leading the FCS level. And even when he doesn't get home and get the quarterback onto the ground, he's making his presence known. He's disruptive. He disrupts the timing of an offense. Offensive scheme has to account for where this young man is at all times.
The Aggies won the coin toss. They have elected to defer, so they will kick off to start this game. Angelo Giannetti on for the Aggies. It's Abraham Williams set to receive for the Idaho Vandals. He's one of the best returners in FCS. 5 kickoff returns for touchdowns. Giannetti puts his right foot into it, and we are underway in this critical opening match in the Big Sky. Williams with it, 15 to the 20, clipped up on a nice play by Gavin Cook, who is starting at safety for the Aggies, but playing on special teams tonight. Nice play.
Boy, nice play by Gavin Cook, kind of coming up and setting the tone on kickoff. So rare these days to see a kick actually returned. Nice play by number 21 there for UC Davis.
All right, let's get to the keys to the game presented by Jeremiah Johnson Brewing Company. Do well. As we'll put those keys up after this opening play. Jack Wagner is the quarterback for the Vandals. Did not start in week 1. Injury to their other quarterback, Lane, on a bad snap there. He makes a nice catch and just runs it up the middle for a couple of yards. Now let's get to those keys to the game. Again, presented by Jeremiah Johnson Brewing Company.
Yeah, for Idaho Vandals, keep on chucking. They've been throwing the ball deep, kind of like a 70s or 1970s or 80s offense, pre-West Coast style, with lots of success. Keep doing that defensively. They got to limit Land Larison. Aggie running back is in the top 5 nationally in all-purpose yards, and then road strong. This is their 4th of 5th game on the road. Are they road wary? Are they road warriors?
2nd down and 8 for the Vandals from their 25-yard line. Wagner the throw, brings it out near flat, pass caught. That is Jordan Dwyer, who's out past the 35-yard line, has a first down. The chains will move. Wagner, as we said, did not start in week 1 against Oregon, but the injury to Jack Lane has brought him in. He's a redshirt freshman. He's played very well, and what Coach Eck likes about him the most is he's not turning over the football, John. And as a quarterback, you know how important that is.
Yeah, Jack Wagner can play the position. You see it right there, the timing from the young quarterback. He plays more experienced than his years may indicate. Nice timing on the out route there to Dwyer.
1st and 10 for the Vandals. They come in at 3-1, ranked 4th in the country. Wagner's going to roll out left side. He's under some pressure, puts it up, and just throws it out of bounds. And there's that veteran experience from the rookie. As Samaje Werner was applying pressure, there is an injured Vandal on the field. And that is Jake Cox, their tight end.
Yeah, good pressure by UC Davis, bringing Werner, traditional the cornerback there, forcing Wagner from the pocket to his left, and Wagner wisely throws the ball out of harm's way, live to play another day.
So Wagner, again, feeling the heat, just got rid of it. Timeout for injury here. No score registered away from UC Davis Health Stadium.
In the heart of Montana's untamed wilderness, a legend is brewing. Jeremiah Johnson Brewing, the official beer of the Big Sky Conference. Brewed with the rugged spirit of the West. Jeremiah Johnson is simply a world-class, straightforward, no-nonsense beer. Do well.
Hi, Mom. Have you watched? Trying to improve the house.
UC Davis makes the world a better place in so many ways. What? Name one? We'll give you 5. We practically invented the plug-in hybrid. We've treated burnt animals with bandages made of fish skin. Prohibition almost killed California wine. We brought it back. We developed the world's first whole-body scanner. In this unassuming building, a 20th century art movement was born. From the cars you drive to the wine you drink, it's all in a day's work at UC Davis.
Scott Marsh and John Grant with you here. Let's look at the series history. It's the 6th all-time meeting between these two schools. UC Davis has owned the prior matchups here. They lead 4-1. They've won the last 4, including last time out. That was in Moscow. The Aggies winning 44-26. Coach Eck called it his worst loss as a head coach. Remember that, John, in our conference call?
He was very candid in our talk with him this week, and very candid that they got outplayed, and he used a little bit more colorful language than that.
2nd down and 10 off the incomplete pass. The tight end Jake Cox to the sideline after injury. Handoff, that's Elijah Cummings breaking tackles past the 40. Has a first down into Aggie territory and finally brought down after a big-time gain by Rex Connors for the Aggies. It's good to see Rex Connors out there for UC Davis. He's missed the last 3 games after getting banged up at Cal. Yeah,
Rex Connors, the dynamic player in the defensive backfield, flies around the field. He's a sideline-to-sideline guy. He can stop the run. He's great in the pass. Good to see number 4 back for UC Davis.
Yep, it's an 18-yard run for Elijah Cummings. As Idaho will look to run the ball tonight, they feel like they have an advantage on both lines. Wagner to throw this time. Throws deep down the middle of the field. Has a man open, and it's caught at the 15-yard line. That is Jordan Dwyer, a great route runner, and that's what Idaho does when they got things going. They love to throw deep.
Yeah, the Aggies roll to cover 3 there. Post-snap, great job by Jack Wagner recognizing the coverage. He initially looks left to the comeback, then shuffles his feet and throws an accurate ball over the middle of the field for a big gain for the Vandals.
33 yards for the Vandals. They're in business on their opening drive inside the red zone at the Aggie 15-yard line. Trips receivers come out to the right. Now the tight end Alex Moore will come back on the line. Aggies showing blitz. Idaho picks it up. Wagner with time. Nobody opens. Going to pull it down and run for it. Gets inside the 10. Coming back right side and dives down at the 8-yard line. It'll be a 7-yard gain for Wagner.
You know, Wagner's a very good athlete back there. Obviously, you can see it there. He was an all-conference safety in high school. Actually did not get to play quarterback in a starting role until his senior year. But the young man can do it with his legs. He moves around well in the pocket, and when things break down, he has the ability to pick up positive yards.
Yeah, he was also an all-state basketball player in high school, so he definitely can move. Second down and 3, or a long 3, we'll call it, for the Vandals inside the Aggie 10. Wagner on a little jet sweep coming around the corner inside the 5 and in. Touchdown for the Vandals, as that was Emerson Cortez Mavilar, the 6', 190-pound redshirt freshman, and just like that, the Vandals march down the field to get 6.
Boy, really a statement drive opening up this ball game, this Battle of Titans by Idaho, knifing down the field. Good blocking on the outside there, springing that jet sweep action. Probably go as a touchdown pass as the quarterback did pop it forward, but impressive drive by the Idaho offense.
Yeah, Cortez Menjivar, a redshirt freshman, one of 10 players from California on this Idaho roster, and he did get a great block that time from Elijah Cummings. Looks like they're going to review to see if he got in or not. The officiating team is coming over to the replay camera. Looked like he got in.
You know, I was just going to disagree. I was
You
going
don't
to say,
think he did?
on
Okay.
my initial thought, I thought it was at least close. We'll see if any angle, you know, has that incontrovertible video evidence
Here
to
we go.
overturn.
Take one more look at it. He just has to put the ball over the pylon. Was he out of bounds when he did it?
Exactly. The body can be out of bounds as the ball, you know, pylon essentially goes up into infinity, you know, in the air. We'll see what.
Yep, there's Jason Eck, the head coach for the
what
Vandals,
other
pleading his
options
case
we
with the
have here.
officials.
This might be a tough.
Here's one more look at it. Schamberger came over, made the tackle. I think the ball is over the pylon.
I agree with you here after that second look. I don't think there's anything to overturn this.
Well, but it looks like they are going to leave the touchdown standing. The field goal team, or the extra point team, is on, I believe. We'll see.
Nice job by Samaje Werner coming up and at least taking on that lead blocker with some emphasis, but just too quick by the Vandals around the right edge.
What an impressive opening drive from Idaho.
With the pass, with the run, kind of quieting this this UC Davis home crowd early on. Anytime you're hosting a team that's a little bit favored, hey, UC Davis is number 11, hosting number 4. You want to start out strong, and it's going to be paramount once this review, if it's ever done, is done.
And it
UC
is
Davis
going to
offense.
stand. We got indication from the replay booth it will stand.
It's going to be paramount for the UC Davis offense to at least put together a drive, get some of the momentum back, get the crowd re-engaged.
Here we go. Let's hear from referee Kelly Holman.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands as a touchdown.
So the touchdown stands, and Idaho goes up 6-0 on a very impressive opening drive. On for the extra point attempt is Cameron Pope. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So just 3 minutes and 33 seconds into the game, Idaho takes the early lead 7-0 here at UC Davis Health Stadium.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
We never set out to be the largest casino resort in the Pacific Northwest. We just wanted to be the best. But we forgot that being the best means more guests wanting more action, more jackpots, more big-name entertainment, more pedicures. Well, more everything. Until one day, you look up and realize, we need a new hotel tower. The new River Tower, to be exact. Northern Quest in Spokane, Washington. Now the largest. And yes, still the best.
Hey, you looking for Idaho? You like Idaho?
Idaho shoestrings, Idaho crisp cut, Idaho russets.
Patatas bravas, potato pie, potato poutine.
Does this say I don't know?
I don't know. You a cop?
Hey, Al Grattan, some fries with that shake?
Potato puffs, potato poppers. It's a new thing.
I got baked, I got twice baked, I got Idaho shoestring, I got Idaho crinkle cut, I got Idaho waffle fries. How about some Hasselbeck, sir? Some wedges? Maybe looking for some tots?
Taking a look at that scoring drive summary for the Vandals, as they made easy work of their opening drive. 7 plays, 78 yards, only took 3:29 off the clock. John, that was a really nice way for the Vandals to start this game.
It was impressive, especially after watching a fair amount of film this week, to see quarterback Jack Wagner come out, go 3 for 4 for 51 yards on that opening drive, showed some great composure in the pocket, made good decisions, illustrated his athleticism both in extending plays and in running downfield. The University of Idaho Vandals are, as advertised, well worthy after one offensive possession of that 4th ranking in the FCS.
Yeah, and they're receiving votes for the top spot too. Some people think they might be the best team in the FCS. Pope puts his right foot into it. End over end kick. It's fielded by C.J. Hutton at his 10-yard line. Brings it back out to the 20, finds a seam to the 25, and tackled at the 27. That's where the Aggies will set up shop. And, of course, leading the way for the Aggies, Miles Hastings, the 3-time captain for the Aggies. And, you know, Miles tonight, John, has a chance to pass you in the record books in a couple of categories. We'll be tracking that tonight.
Wow, that's news to me, but we'll say good luck to Miles in his quest to do so. I hope they're good. I hope they're good records.
Oh, they're all good ones, yeah. We'll ask you how you feel about it. So 1st and 10 for the Aggies. Chaz Davis in motion for UC Davis. Handoff to Land. Larison tripped up and no gain on the play. As we get to our Jeremiah Johnson Brewing Company keys to the game. Do well. Here's what the Aggies have to do well tonight.
Yeah, starts with neutralizing that vaunted defensive front for the Vandals. It's not just one player. They are 10 deep. As Larison up the middle. UC Davis will also have to win on 3rd and blitz on defense. Defensive coordinator Doug Coombs has been schematically genius on 3rd and blitz, utilizing Kavir Baines and Rex Connors in the blitz game. And then when you're playing a team that's on paper potentially a little bit better than you, you have to be at least even in the turnover battle. Ideally, you're up, but you cannot be behind in the turnover differential.
All right, well, they find themselves in 3rd and long. They certainly do not want to be in this scenario. Hastings under pressure, wrapped up, and he is sacked. That vaunted D-line getting in and creating havoc. That was Xavier Slayton getting in along with Malachi Williams. Slayton started tonight. We found out late, John, that both Keyshawn James Newby and Dallas Afalava, their 2 best D linemen, are going to be limited tonight, and they were not going to start. Did not matter there.
And that speaks to the depth, the really very rare defensive line depth at the FCS level to be able to rotate 2 complete squads. Xavier Slayton showing his talent at the depth, and then, you know, one of the first keys of the game, got to neutralize that defensive line. Shows up in a negative way for the Aggies on the first drive.
So Ben Bakes Alta Cruz on to punt. A spiral that is fair caught at the Idaho 45-yard line by Abraham Williams. So it'll take us to the break early on. It's all Idaho. They lead 7-0 here at UC Davis.
George, before the break, you were going to tell us about your nightmare.
Right. So the other night I had this dream where my family wanted to take a trip down to San Diego, but they wanted to drive. I know, right? So it's like 8 hours just staring straight ahead.
Horror.
Oh, and the worst part, my wife suggested we take Highway 1.
I'm getting scared. Everyone, nightmares aren't real. They can't hurt us. Very brave to share, George. Thank you.
I'm Carrie Wiss, and we are at the Wilderness Ranch Fire Station in Boise County, Idaho. I've seen so many more people that are able to survive a pretty gnarly crash. It's absolutely because of their seatbelts. 87% of Idahoans wear a seatbelt when they drive. It just makes sense that it should be 100%.
If there's one thing Idaho's known for, it's potatoes. In fact, we love them so much they're a $1.3 billion part of who we are. So what would happen if a worm thin as a human hair wreaked havoc on our potato crop? Not on our watch. See, the University of Idaho does vital research to ensure we've got potatoes, as well as all the other great things we make in Idaho.
You in?
There's a look at Jack Wagner, who was very efficient on his first drive. John, what do you see?
Well, you know, he's only completing 51% of his passes, but as we alluded to pregame, he's throwing the ball downfield, getting big chunk yardage plays in a rather, quite frankly, old school offense. In today's football, you see a lot of throws thrown out the line of scrimmage and within 5 yards. He's shown a nice knack, a nice touch on deep throws.
See if the UC Davis defense can put up a little resistance on this drive. First down handoff. That's the second back for the Vandals. That's Nate Thomas, 5'8", 210-pound redshirt junior, running out to midfield. Nice gain on first down.
Nice gain for the Vandals. Big-time tackle by Rex Connors. There was more green grass, as we'll see a replay here. Rex Connors doesn't make that. There's, you know, after Samaje Werner, it was wide open in the middle of the field. As it were, a nice gain on first down. The whole playbook open for the Vandals here.
Second down and 4. Ball exactly at the 50-yard line. Wagner pitches it out this time for his big back Thomas, and he'll get down to the Aggie 45-yard line, and that'll be good enough for a first down. Vandals running it with great effectiveness here.
They are. They employ two backs back there, both Elijah Cummings and Nate Thomas. They're similar builds, similar running styles. What it does, it gives the Vandals more life back there, more juice, the ability to run sort of a platoon, but two just kind of dominant runs there, getting the first down inside UC Davis territory.
Yeah, it's amazing. The Vandals only have one player on the offensive side of the ball who's a senior. Everybody else is an underclassman. They're going to run the end around here, and it's got plenty of room, as that's going to be the man who scored the touchdown, Emerson Cortez Menjivar, who got near another first down to the Aggie 36, a gain of 9.
And I kind of said trick play a little bit as that was developing. That's probably a misnomer when it comes to the University of Idaho. Those plays are just part of their playbook. Talking with Coach Eck this week, they run these plays 40 times or so before they are shown in a game. These are not trick plays put in for a certain opponent. They are part of the offensive scheme. You'll see double passes. You'll see a plethora of those exotic plays from the Vandals.
Yeah, it was Rex Connors who made the tackle again. Second down and short for Idaho. Wagner fakes the handoff, throws across the middle, and it's tipped up. It's incomplete, as Dwyer was open, just couldn't hang on to it. It was a little bit high, but I'm sure Dwyer would say he should have caught that.
A little bit high on the RPO there. Wagner reading, Rex Connors coming up on the fake, throwing behind him on the slant route. It was open, ball tipped up in the air. Oftentimes those tips end up in the hands of a defensive back. Bringing up a big third down here, 3rd down and 1 for the Vandals.
You would think it's 2-down territory for Idaho with it being such a short distance here. Cummings and Thomas both on the field, Wagner between them. The tight end, Alex Moore, in motion. Wagner's going to roll out left side. Lofts it down the field. It's caught. Was he in bounds is the question. And yes, they're going to call it a reception at the 14-yard line. That's Mark Hamper, another redshirt freshman, with the grab. And Idaho back in the red zone.
You're going to see Kavir, well, you can't see it. Kavir Baines plays the flat route tremendously well, forces Wagner to throw to the second read downfield. A dime to Hamper for a big play.
Playing with pace, but whistle stop play. And that most likely will be some sort of false start, possibly, although I don't see any flags down on the play. So we'll have to see what this is all about.
Boy, you show the, or let's listen to the.
Kelly Holman will let us know.
Ruling on the play was a catch for a first down. The play is under review.
So they are going to review this play. So here we go. We're only halfway into the first quarter. We've got our second review already. We'll take another look at it as well.
Hamper's all over the field, number 15. He's making plays out there with his hands. He's making plays with his feet. He's got a good knowledge, good football IQ. He finds holes in zones very well, and he's good against the man-to-man. Let's take a look and see if we can deduce anything along the sideline here.
Here we go. Hamper. Yeah, his right foot's clearly down. That's a reception. I couldn't tell if the back foot got down or not, but it doesn't matter. You would think that'd be a pretty easy review here.
Again, as Wagner rolled out to his left, on 3rd and 1, the design is often to throw the short route into the flat, the primary read, if you will, on the play. Kavir Baines, you might see it, takes it away, and with big number 95, Zach Kennedy, bearing down on him, the redshirt freshman throws a dime rolling to his left. Not the easiest thing to do for a quarterback.
Yeah, the play has been confirmed by the booth. It will be a catch.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is confirmed.
So there you go. Idaho moving at will right now. Impressive Wagner able to roll out to his left and throw down the field like he does. What did the Aggie defense, what can they do to stop this early onslaught?
You got to step up. I mean, sometimes you dial up some pressure when you're not getting pressure on the quarterback from the front four. You dial up some sort of blitz scheme. You do have a little bit of an advantage when you get down to the 15. The ball or the field does essentially compress on the quarterback. But if you're a UC Davis defender, it's time to make a play.
1st and 10 for the Vandals, looking to make it a 2-score lead. Hamper's going to hand off this time for Thomas, met at the line of scrimmage, bounces off a tackler and gets a couple down to the 12-yard line. Pretty good job that time by the D-line. Evan Bearden was in on the play.
Yeah, big-time stop for one of the first times in the young game. The UC Davis defensive line and the front seven makes a nice stop on the run game, essentially putting the Vandals a little bit behind the chains. It's the first time they've had a 2nd and 8, not a 2nd and 5 or a 2nd and 3. See if UC Davis defense can take advantage here.
Dwyer and Hamper both go out to the left. The lone receiver to the right is Cortez Menjivar. He moves into the slot. They're going to pitch out to Thomas. Thomas turns it downfield. Nothing doing that time. Kavir Baines making the play. Tremendous tackle by Kavir Baines.
You know, we talked about number 23 in the opening. He's been all over the field last week with the interception and the fumble recovery here. He comes up from his nickel spot and makes a form tackle, bringing up a 3rd and long here for the Vandals. Nice play by 23. Textbook defensive play right there.
Plays all over the field, and according to defensive coordinator Matt Coombs, they never take him off that field. They have him out there for every play. Big 3rd and 8. Trips receivers out to the left. Moore, the tight end, comes right side, or that's Hamper coming over to the right now. Wagner to throw, looks right side, has his man, it's caught. That's Thomas out of the backfield, gets inside the 5. It's going to be close to a first down. I believe he has it. They're going to mark it at the 4-yard line, and they will move the chains. 1st and goal, just finding Thomas out of the backfield.
Yeah, and one of the things that Wagner and this Idaho offense has the ability of, they have the ability to make things look easy. Nothing on a football field is easy, but with repetition, with skill, with teamwork, you can make things look easy. Like there, it was a 3rd and relatively long, just out of the backfield. A big-time first down by the Vandals.
Yeah, 1st and goal now for Idaho. Threatening to put their 2nd touchdown on the board. Wagner handoff, Thomas straight down the gut. Only a yard that time is, again, Princeton Toki eating up a lot of space. Lucas Sarek, who is in there on the outside backer spot coming over and making a play.
Yeah, nice play by Toki, the young man at the nose position. He can take up some space. He can get low. He can play with tremendous leverage as he did there. It's time for the UC Davis defense to really be stalwart. You do not want to go down 14 points here.
2nd and goal from the 3. Double tight end stack. They come to the left side. That left side of the line is their strength. Let's see if they run to that left side now. Wagner handoff. Thomas trying to get left. Coming over. Rex Cotters and makes a tackle, preventing Thomas from getting in. But that's exactly what they tried to do. Run behind left tackle Aiden Knappich and left guard Nate Azzopardi.
3rd and, yeah. And then David Meyer there to clean it up. Kind of a classic play action down here. 3rd and goal from the 1. If you don't get it on 3rd, potentially you're going to go for it on 4th down. The Vandals have been running the ball quite well, but it is a traditional opportunity for a play action if so desired.
Now the stack comes to the right side of the line. 13 personnel, 3 tight ends out there. Wagner, handoff, Thomas finds a seam, and I think he's in. He is. Touchdown, Idaho. Nate Thomas getting over the goal line, and the Vandals lead 13-0. Another impressive drive.
Yeah, no play action needed there. Hey, if you don't need to throw the ball, why would you? Just hand the ball off to number 28, Nate Thomas. Let the big boys up front, led by those interior guys. Nate Azzopardi is about as good as they come, and the kick out block there, textbook power up the middle. Another touchdown for the Vandals.
So Pope on for another extra point attempt. Drills it through, and with 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter, it is all Idaho. Both sides of the field so far, the offense dominating, the defense with a 3 and out to start their opening drive, and somehow the Aggies got to find a way to get into this game, John.
You got to get back. It's games like this, they can get out of control early at this juncture with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. The time of possession, Idaho 9:16, UC Davis 1:44. That bodes well, or bodes poorly for UC Davis on many levels. Obviously, you got to get a sustained drive going by the offense. You got to regain some momentum. You got to give your defensive front some rest out there. But it is a quiet stadium, and let's get the Idaho scoring summary from Scott.
Yeah, 11 plays, 56 yards, a little under 6 minutes off the clock. I mean, this is an Idaho team that took Oregon deep in the fourth quarter before losing on the first week of play, 24-14. They beat Wyoming, an FBS team, 17-13, and then they've just come off 2 top 25 FCS wins against University of Albany and Abilene Christian. This is a very good Vandal team. Kickoff end over end. Again, Hutton at about his 10-yard line will field it between the hashes. Cuts right side to the 20 and brought down at the 25-yard line. So see what the Aggies can dial up here in their second offensive set of the game.
What you got to do, you got to get that first down. As an offense, you got to get one time where you move the chains. It allows you to take a breath. It allows you to relax. It allows you to play your game. But you need to find a way, if you're head coach and offensive coordinator Tim Plow, got to find a way to put your team in a great position and get that first down.
And again, no Keyshawn James Newby or Dallas Afalava yet for the Vandals on that D-line. In motion comes Trent Tompkins. Hastings to throw across the middle, pass caught. That's Winston Williams, the tight end, out to the 30-yard line. Williams, his 11th reception of the year, good for about 5 yards.
Nice kind of West Coast offense scheme here, a scat hook type scheme. The number one read on that play is the tight end on the sit dig over the middle. If he's open, everything else is off. You hit him quick.
Jackson Eck made the tackle. He's the coach's son at the middle linebacker spot. Hastings rolling out on second down, dumps it out, pass caught. There's the magic man, Trent Tompkins, out past the 40-yard line up to the 41. A gain of 10, his second reception of the year. We asked Tim Plow and offensive coordinator Paul Shelton how they get Trent more in the game. Obviously, they're going to try to tonight.
They're going to try to there. And great play by Hastings as we get to the line quick. and the Aggies go with the run to Larison. Really nice job by Hastings. They try to take a shot down the field. He utilizes his eyes to get the defender out of the way and then drops it down to Tompkins for a positive gain. It's that first down.
And when you start throwing it, then you can start running it a little bit.
Exactly. Got that first down.
Aggies playing with a lot of pace now. Hastings across the middle, pass caught, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
This is a Bill Walsh play, install Joe Montana, 1979. The scat hook concept again. Again, if that sit dig is open, you hit it right away. Coach Tim Plow and I run that play a lot when we were both here at Davis together.
So Tompkins' second reception of the ball game. Hastings rolling out, dumps it off. That's Tompkins again, turning it down the field. Did a nice job of staying in bounds. Got inside the Vandal 45-yard line. So Trent Tompkins, a big part of the offense early on.
Yeah, good to see. He's been making plays here for a number of years. Started off the year injured, and you see right there making something out of nothing.
Another 5 yards for the Aggies. Handoff Larison, met at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing for Lan Larison. He hit a brick wall that time in the form of big number 96. That is Zach Krotzer.
Aggies going with tempo here on a 3rd and 6.
Hastings throws out quickly for Larison, lines up as a receiver, turns it downfield, has the first down and more, all the way to the Vandal 30-yard line. They're not allowing the Vandals to substitute right now.
There is a flag down on the field. Nice design there by UC Davis.
The flag is in the backfield of the Idaho side.
Defensive backfield. Great way to get your playmaker, Lan Larison, the ball, spread him out wide and run with what's called a dart screen. Quarterback essentially catches it and throws it out there. Got good blocking by his teammates as the Aggies sort of had a half-man advantage by a lineman out there. Larison catches, runs, gets up the field for the first down. Let's see what the penalty is.
Wonder if they're discussing illegal blocking downfield.
Illegal substitution on the defense, more than 11 players in formation.
And Scott, as you alluded to,
resolve the play as a first down.
one of the tactics by UC Davis is to go with tempo to prevent substituting. The Vandals don't quite follow the rules there, and they get caught.
Yep, if the Aggies don't substitute, Idaho can't substitute. And I know Paul Shelton talked a lot about that with us this week, that they were going to try to do exactly that. 1st and 10 for the Aggies, their first drive of the ball game. Dobbins, the freshman, in motion. Hastings, the throw, has time across the middle. Pass caught inside the Vandal 20-yard line is Chaz Davis down to the 10, and the Aggies are in business.
And that's a big-time throw and catch. That's a veteran quarterback hitting his back leg and firing on time to the deep dig route down the field.
Hastings is a perfect 6 for 6 in
that
this ball game.
NFL-type throw right there on the deep in cut.
Here come the Aggies right to the line again. 4 wide receiver set. Hutton and Davis to the right. Dobbins to the near side. Hastings is going to hand off for Larison. No, he's not. He's going to throw across the middle, and it's batted down. Good fake initially, but he just couldn't get it over the line of scrimmage.
Well, I didn't quite see who got his hand there, but behind that, Stacey Dobbins was open on the slant route, probably an RPO where Hastings pulls it to throw the slant. That was open, but sometimes, as we're getting a replay, pulls it, and number 31 with a touchdown saving bat down.
Yeah, Matthias Bertram. The Aggies in the red zone. This is where they've struggled this year. They've had a hard time punching it in for 6. They need 6 on this possession. Play count.
Some confusion.
Under 5. It's at 2 now. Are they going to call a timeout? Tim Plow races onto the field, and he does get the timeout just before a 5-yard penalty for delay of game was upcoming. That was a good use of the timeout right there.
Yeah, this is a paramount play in this young ball game. UC Davis, you got to be on the same page. You don't want to be, moving too quick. There was some pre-snap motion. You want to be on the same page on this this play. For UC Davis, you got to get something positive here.
All right, the Aggies, just to keep it real, they've been terrible in the red zone this year. You know, they're scoring 85% efficiency, but they're only 35% touchdowns. 7 times have they scored 6 in 20 attempts. What's been the problem down there, John, as you've seen it?
Sometimes it's not one thing or the other. It's a good offense. They move. The ability to get the ball into the red zone shows a lot of efficacy. Sometimes it just gets in your head. As a football team, you show some frustrations. But long story short, it's time to improve. If you're a UC Davis offensive, team, you gotta get better, and that's how you win. You score touchdowns, and you don't rely on field goals all the time.
Idaho confused. They have people running off the field. The Aggies went straight to the line that time instead of huddling. Hastings will throw. Man-to-man coverage, far side. Passes up. It's caught. Touchdown, UC Davis. And the Aggies are on the scoreboard. Chaz Davis with the second touchdown reception.
That's how you overcome some red zone woes. You get your veteran quarterback throwing a dime on the fade to number 4, Chaz Davis, who jumps up and makes a heck of a catch. Great timing. They run this a million times in practice. Davis goes up and over the defender, secures it, comes down inbounds for a big touchdown for UC Davis.
Yeah, terrific play by Chaz Davis. Just went up and over KJ Trujillo, the defensive back. So 14-6 the score.
And that's what that UC Davis offense absolutely needed to do right there.
So a little excessive celebration after the touchdown.
23 of the offense, that's his first of the game. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
I believe it was called on Chaz Davis. It'll move their kick back to the 20-yard line.
And those can be costly in a game. You do not want to give up unnecessary field position.
So Hunter Ridley on for the extra point attempt. He's missed 2 extra points this year. He's been great with field goals. He's made 10 straight. Snap down, kick is up, and that one is good. So the Aggies with a big-time drive they had to have right there.
Absolutely had to have it. Idaho had been dominating the first quarter. UC Davis, head coach Tim Plow, the big offensive lineman up front, the skill position players got on the same page, executed with great efficiency, and got the job done right there.
All right, let's look at the Motherlode scoring summary. Motherlode Van and Storage, proud partners of the Aggies. If we can put that back up there, please. Well, I guess we can. There we go. 10 plays, 73 yards, 3 minutes and 11 seconds off the clock. The Aggies, that high-paced tempo really got to the Vandals that time.
Shredville, the signature aspect of that offense, the UC Davis offense moniker of Shredville, is to go fast and take dynamic chances down the field. Hastings had some impressive throws, the deep in-breaking cut to get them into the red zone, the touchdown to Chaz Davis, the key third and long, where you get Lamb Larson out wide, you empty the backfield, and you throw him the dart screen. You got Trent Hopkins involved for really the first time this year. A lot of positives, a lot of things to build on there for UC Davis.
It'll be Giannetti to kick off. There you look at the Aggie faithful here, UC Davis Health Stadium, known as Shredville, a term coined by Tim Plow. He loves to shred on offense, and of course Shredville, the place they do it. He wants to make this a very hostile environment. A record crowd last week in the win over Utah Tech as this kick caught at the 15-yard line, brought back to the 30, up to the 35, still on his feet is Cummings, and finally out of bounds, but they will have great field position, so that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty cost the Aggies some field position. As we look at Corey, he's looking for the tee. He's used to going to the 35-yard line, but with the penalty, Angelo Giannetti has to throw it to him.
Now,
Corey's
Scott,
he's got it taken care of.
Now, Scott, you can't teach old dogs new tricks. I'm not sure Corey's age, but he does.
I believe Corey's 3 or 4 years old.
Okay, all right. So, you know, they're the malleable young mind of the Aggie heroic.
He's so used to going to the X, and it wasn't there.
Well-trained dog right there.
Yes.
Always a fan favorite here.
Oh,
at Jim
absolutely.
Soker Field.
All right, let's see if the defense can stand up now and get a stop. Wagner throws on first down, dumps off into the flat, making a move, breaking a tackle, out to the 40-yard line, goes the redshirt freshman. Again, that's Cortez Menjivar. He's been focused here in this first quarter quite a bit.
He was, and then great pursuit by number 9, David Meyer there for UC Davis, the middle linebacker, who leads all of FCS in solo tackles. He pursues, strings the run play out, and even though he doesn't make the tackle, he slows the runner down for his teammates to come make that play.
All right, we're through one quarter of play. Idaho leading Davis 14-7 here at UC Davis.
University Credit Union has been serving students, employees, and alumni of the university community for more than 70 years. We've got plenty of moves that benefit our members, like the lowest loan rates in the nation guarantee, educational resources, personalized savings and investing advice, and 24/7 online and mobile banking. Plus, our virtual assistant, Royce, is always happy to deliver an assist. University Credit Union, the winning choice. Learn more and join today at ucu.org.
We never set out to be the largest casino resort in the Pacific Northwest. We just wanted to be the best. But we forgot that being the best means more guests wanting more action, more jackpots, more big-name entertainment, more pedicures. Well, more everything. Until one day, you look up and realize, we need a new hotel tower. The new River Tower, to be exact. Northern Quest in Spokane, Washington. Now the largest. And yes, still the best.
Hey, grab me one too.
Thank you for calling in. I'm glad that you're taking this step in quitting tobacco. My name is Alejandro.
The quit line has a massive impact on quit rate.
I'm glad you reached out. You called the right place.
Somewhere around 500 to 600,000 people have quit by using our services. The best thing about the quit line is that it's free. Give us a call.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or go online and sign up for free support.
Scott Marsh here with former Aggie quarterback great John Grant. As second quarter action about to begin. As they have switched sides, Idaho has the ball at their 40-yard line. It's a 2nd down and 7. Taking a look at that Aggie sideline. See if the Aggies can get a stop here. They were not able to in the first quarter. Wagner throws down the field, pass caught midfield, another first down. Great grab by Jordan Dwyer before going out of bounds.
Boy, nice pitch and catch. Jack Wagner, as we get the replay, has a real knack to just kind of move in the pocket, wait for that comeback to come open, and then throw a dime. Really nice footwork by Dwyer there on the sideline. Number 6 coming into the game with 18 catches for 244 yards and 3 touchdowns. Kind of the primary pass reception leader for the Vandals.
Yeah, he's a good one. A great route runner, according to Coach Jason Eck. 1st and 10 on the Aggie side of the field. Wagner fakes a handoff across the middle, has Dwyer again inside the Aggie 35-yard line. Just a little RPO that time, the slant pattern. Dwyer unstoppable early on.
Wow, that looked like a 7-on-7 route. A slant in this level of football. Rarely will you see this open. I mean, there's no one there. Kavir Baines, for one of the rare times, just not in the right spot, letting that quarterback there right behind his ear.
Yeah, good for 16 yards. Blake Cotton made the tackle for the Aggies. Pistol formation. Mason Minnie, the tight end, to the left side. They run it to Cummings, bringing it left side and down to the 31-yard line. A gain of 4.
Haven't seen defensive coordinator Matt Coombs dial up too much pressure in the blitz game thus far. as the Vandals drive down the field again. Already over 160 yards of total offense. See if he kind of dips into his pocket, into those schemes that the Aggies have been so successful with thus far. On the left hash, oftentimes they'll be bringing pressure from the field.
Yeah, Idaho, 166 yards of total offense. The Aggies just 65 early on.
And they're playing base here.
Wagner steps up in the pocket, under pressure, wrapped up, and he's sacked. He is sacked. As Sony Amoni able to get in the backfield and make the play. Big number 99 for the Aggies. And also give Grant Garrettson some credit too.
Yeah.
Came up from the backer position. He was in on that sack as well.
Just rush 4, but a kind of a different way to do so, throwing off the offensive lineman blocking scheme. A big play by the Blue Force UC Davis defense.
So 3rd and long. The Vandals are 3 for 3 on 3rd down. Wagner on a deep drop. Feels some pressure. Rolls out of the pocket. Throws across the middle, incomplete. It would have been enough for a 1st down, but Cortez Menjivar could not hold on to it. And now what will Jason Eck do from the 34-yard line? Looks like he's bringing on his field goal kicker for a 51-yard attempt.
Wow. In talking with him, let's check the replay. Again here, Wagner so good on the run. An accurate throw. Would have been a very difficult catch. That is a tough catch low and behind you yourself as a receiver coming across the field. Coach X did say that they felt good from about 50 to 55. This would be a long one for number 91.
Yeah, it's a 52-yard attempt for Pope. Looks like it has the distance, and it is no good. He pulled it to the right. Had plenty of distance, but Pope can't get it through from 52. The Aggies get a stop, and now they're going to have pretty good field position.
Yeah, one of those things when you kick a long field goal, you do give up the field position if you miss it.
All right, time on the field. We'll take it. UC Davis with the football when we return.
The Cal Aggie Alumni Association has something for everyone. Pre-game activities, alumni network socials, career programming and services, wine tasting, and travel opportunities. Join our alumni, students, parents, and friends all over the world who are already enjoying VIP access to our many events, programs, and perks. Celebrate your Aggie pride and become a Cal Aggie Alumni Association member today. Go to alumni.ucdavis.edu to learn more.
There's a bond between agriculture, our communities, and the environment. From the soil to the air we breathe, all are functioning together to shape sustainable agriculture. The UC Davis Clear Center works with producers worldwide, driving innovative research to grow food that's better for the environment and for us. Researchers have boots on the ground working alongside farmers. The OGs of what it means to be stewards of the land, ensuring a sustainable future for generations to come.
The snowy peaks of the Rocky Mountains to the Golden Coast in the Pacific Northwest, we've blazed our own path forward. We've climbed to the highest peaks. We've reached this summit despite all odds stacked against us. Through consistent hard work and fiery competition on the field of play and in the classroom, we've held each other to a standard worthy of our namesake. We are the Big Sky Conference, where experience is elevated.
Taking a look at that field goal from before, that was wide to the right. Plenty of distance from Pope, just never got it on line that time. And so the Aggies get a key stop, and that means they'll have the ball from their 34-yard line. So things looking better for the Aggies. It was a tough start, but now they're back in the game.
Yeah, captured a little bit of that momentum back after the strong start by the Vandals. See what the UC Davis offense can dial up here.
They send trips receivers out to the right on first down. Hastings gives off Larison, runs left. Good gain on first down out past the 40-yard line. And it'll be a gain of 6 for Land Larison, and we know they want to get Land 30 touches today.
That's one of their goals going into every game. And really for the first time on the ground, does Larison find a little bit of room. He only had 7 yards on 4 carries entering that play.
2nd and 4, Josh Gale, the tight end, in motion. Now Larison clears the backfield. It's man-to-man coverage. Hastings across the middle finds his man. It's good enough for a first down. That is Samuel Batu Jr. out to the Vandal 47-yard line.
Really nice design as the Aggies go with tempo. Empty the backfield, makes it nice and easy for the quarterback to decide which way to go.
Not allowing the Vandals to substitute. Another handoff for Larison, and he's into Vandal territory as he lunges forward to the 49-yard line. Of course, Larison from Idaho. Jason X still can't believe he got out of the state of Idaho to UC Davis.
Yeah, he's a little salty about that one. You have the nice 2nd and 6 here.
Hastings will throw. Fires up, left side, pass caught again, and that'll be another first down. Batu as he's thrown to the ground hard, but he had forward progress all the way down to the Vandal 41-yard line.
A couple nice throws by Hastings on this drive so far. Good timing on the stop route on the outside. Hey, if it's there, take it.
Aggies hurrying again. Hastings going to roll out right side, throws it back across the middle, finds Gale down inside the 30 and a first down. A 16-yard reception all the way to the Vandal 25-yard line.
Nice design again on the rollout right. The defense thinks the ball is going to continue out that way, but no. Quarterback stops on the dime, throws behind his body. Nice pickup by the tight end.
Hastings will slow it down a little bit here on 1st and 10. Look over to the sideline. Aggies are going to switch their formation now. But again, they're not allowing Idaho to substitute here.
Indeed.
Gale, the tight end, lines up as a receiver to the left side. Hastings looking left, pump fake's going to throw deep down the field. Now dangerous, but it's caught. Down to the Vandal 10-yard line. Josh Gale, there was a lot of traffic over there, but it found the tight end.
And sometimes it's better to be a little bit lucky than good. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. It looked like some confusion along the left sideline. I was a little trepidatious for the quarterback when he let it go as we get the replay. Trying to do a double move there, and just not usually a great sign for an offense when you have 2 receivers in such close proximity.
Somehow Hastings found the seam. All right, the Aggies substituted, so did Idaho. 1st and goal, the ball exactly on the 10-yard line. Handoff, that's Mateo Perez running hard down to the 7-yard line. So Larison out for that play at least, as Perez was the back. Aggies again in this red zone. They did get a touchdown last time down there. Larison back out on the field for the Aggies. They'll send out Batu as the wide out to the far side. Trent Tompkins in the slot to the left. Hastings, hands off. No, he doesn't. He keeps it and he just throws it out of bounds. He was under pressure as big Keyshawn James Newby out on the field for the first time. Brought some heat. There is a flag down. And it's going to be against Idaho. It looks like preliminary indication.
You know, Hastings
holding number 19 of the defense. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
So holding against Hayden John. It's half the distance to the goal, but more importantly, it's an automatic first down.
Automatic first down, reset those chains. Really helps things out for the offense. And potentially why no one was open there when you get holding in the defensive secondary.
So here we go, 1st and goal for the Aggies.
Haven't heard much from number 18, Tommy McCormick, the touted safety for the Vandals.
Hastings, hands off Larison, trying to get left side, breaks the tackle, dives forward. Did he get in? No indication. They're going to mark him just shy of the goal line. It'll be 2nd and goal inside the 1-yard line.
You know, with the Aggies' red zone struggles this year, one of the biggest point of emphasis is positive run yards on early downs. There you have first and goal on the 5. Good run, setting up a 2nd goal from the 1.
Corey Thomas Jr. is down for the Vandals. He's being attended to by the training staff. And I believe we are going to take an injury timeout here. So the Aggies knocking on the door, trying to tie things up. We'll see when we come back.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add mountain cold refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Hi, Mom. Have you
University Credit Union has been serving students, employees, and alumni of the university community for more than 70 years. We've got plenty of moves that benefit our members, like the lowest loan rates in the nation guarantee, educational resources, personalized savings and investing advice, and 24/7 online and mobile banking. Plus, our virtual assistant, Royce, is always happy to deliver an assist. University Credit Union, the winning choice. Learn more and join today at ucu.org.
You look absolutely beautiful, glowing.
Who are you?
Today isn't about me. It's about your daughter becoming eligible for coverage from Your Health Idaho for as low as $0 a month.
But today's her wedding day.
Exactly. I wouldn't miss it for the world. If you get married, have a baby, or change a job, you could get health insurance for as low as $0 a month.
Lan Larison, John, so close to getting in on the last play.
Yeah, good drive by the offensive line up front. Nice lead blocking by Ted and Mitchell Dixon. Great run. Hey, he didn't quite get in, but again, it's positive yardage. It's shortening the sticks. It's not getting behind the chains as was happening so often early in the season in the red zone struggles. Second goal from the 1, a good place to be.
So Larison in the backfield now. Hastings going to run under center. He's going to pitch out to Larison, trying to get around the corner, and he does! Touchdown, UC Davis! Lan Larison jumping in, and it's 14-13. And for Larison, it's his 28th career rushing touchdown. He is now tied for 4th all-time in UC Davis history, alongside G.P. Muhammad and Jermaine Rucker.
Wow, and Larison showing some tremendous speed, getting to the edge, seeking out that pylon, and leaping over, and great design. Here he is, just getting in. Great design as we go to the, look at the block by Chaz Davis leading the way. Larison has a real knack for seeking out that end zone.
Extra point by Ridley, up and good, and we're tied at 14. It was a tough start for the Aggies, but they have come roaring back to tie things up midway through the second quarter. There's a look at Tim Plow, covered up a little bit. There he is, looking down at his play sheet as we take a look at the Motherlode scoring summary. 10 plays, 66 yards, 3:30 off the clock. Tim Plow, though, looking for his first Big Sky win as a head coach, and what a job he's done early on in his first year, John.
He really has. I mean, from day one, he came in, kind of upped the tempo and the outlook, the positivity for the program. A lot of excitement by alumni. And now it's a whole new ball game here.
Giannetti kicks off. It's fielded at the 10-yard line. Back out to the 20, to the 25 goes Elijah Cummings. This game knotted up at 14 apiece. But Tim Plow obviously was an offensive coordinator under Dan Hawkins, so is an offensive mastermind, comfortable in his role. As you see Corey again, this time the tee was at the normal spot for him, John. No problem retrieving that.
No problem with that one. But he did show some nice versatility on the last one, making a play out there. But you can always depend on Corey to make some plays.
But John, you know, Tim Plow, you know him because you were down at Northern Arizona when he was coaching down there as well. You spent some time after graduating from UC Davis there. You're close to him, and you know he's all about finding the joy and bringing that as part of the program.
He certainly is. Tries to detach from the results and find that joy.
1st and 10, Wagner throws down the field, right side, man open. That's Dwyer. Catches it and goes out of bounds up to the Aggie 44-yard line. That's good for 16 yards.
Boy, this University of Idaho Vandal offense throws these deep comebacks and deep out routes about as good as anyone in the nation. That flat defender just negated by the nice arcing throw by Wagner, right on the money to Dwyer.
Yeah,
for a nice pickup.
Wagner's now 9 of 12, excuse me, for 111 yards and a touchdown. Hastings right on par too, 10 of 12, 102 yards and a touchdown. 1st and 10 for the Vandals. Wagner on a handoff this time. That's Thomas as he falls forward out past the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 for Nate Thomas.
Nice pickup on 1st down by the Vandals. It might not look like much, but 2nd and 5 is a fun down for an offense to be in as we get the run there.
David Meyer with the tackle.
Yeah, David Meyer, again, leading the FCS coming into the game in solo tackles.
2nd down and 5. 4 wide receiver set, 2 left, 2 right. In motion, the tight end, Moore. Wagner again will hand off. This time Thomas right side has a hole to the Aggie 40. Still on his feet, 35 and 30. Still trucking. Was he down at the 29-yard line? He was. But a huge gain for the Vandals. Nearly 30 yards for Nate Thomas.
But line works right. Thomas finds the crease and then hits 2nd and 3rd gear in a hurry, coming down like a bowling ball. Tough man to tackle on the first try. Nice pickup on the ground there by the Vandals.
So the Vandals back at it, moving the football, trying to regain the lead. Wagner this time again for Thomas, running left, met by Zach Kennedy and rolled up. Only a gain of a yard. Zach Kennedy, of course, an all-conference performer last year, put on a lot of preseason All-American squads.
He has, shows a lot of talent and get after itness from his defensive end spot. Hasn't put up potentially the numbers thus far in this early season. He does get a lot of attention over there. And anytime you draw double teams, it does open it up for the rest of the defensive linemen and the front 7 and whole.
So 2nd down and 9 at the Aggie 28-yard line. Pitch out to Cummings. Flea flicker back to Wagner. He wants to go down the field. He puts it up and throws it out of bounds. That was excellent coverage by Rex Connors as they were trying to hit the tight end Alex Moore.
Again, the flea flicker, just part of this Idaho offense. It's not a trick play. It's just an exotic part of their offense. And the Aggies, for the 2nd time in a row, bring 5. And they put just enough pressure on Wagner where he throws it a little bit before he wants to. Great coverage on the back end by Rex Connors. Really nicely done by a well-prepared defensive Aggies squad right there.
Here we go, 3rd and 9.
Big play.
Hamper comes left. Or he goes right. That's Cortez Menjivar who comes out to the left. Wagner in the pocket. Rolls out right side. He's going to pull it down and try and run for it. And he's going to dart out of bounds at the 25. well short of the first down. I thought he had a little more yardage to get. He didn't want to get hit.
He didn't. Decision time here. Looks like they are going to bring on Cameron Pope and the kicking team. Yeah, you know, here the quarterback running out to the right. There is a time and a place to turn back inside, lower the shoulder. Third down being one of those. But
he elected to play conservative, and that's Jason Eck said he doesn't turn it over. Certainly didn't risk it in that case. This one a 43-yard attempt for Pope. He missed from 51. This one is drilled straight through for Cameron Pope. And the Vandals go back on top, 17-14. That one was automatic for Pope as he makes up for the miss last time out. He's now 4 or 5 on the year. As we take a look at this huge Aggie pack crowd, you know, last week they had nearly 15,000 people here at UC Davis Health Stadium, 14,830. The listed capacity is 10,743, so it's 138% of capacity. It's the biggest crowd they've ever had since the stadium opened in 2007.
There's a lot of standing room only and lawn space here at UC Davis Health Stadium, Jim Soker Field. But yeah, school back in session here in Davis. Is walking around town earlier before the game. Beautiful hot day. Finally has cooled off here as we near 5 minutes in the second quarter. And we got a ball game, just like we talked about pregame. Hey, Idaho started out hot. They started out up 14, and now 14-17. UC Davis about to receive the kickoff.
Yep, these two teams ranked in the top 15 in the country. Idaho receiving first place ballots in the media poll. Both teams ranked high in the preseason Big Sky polls as well. As Adams with the kickoff, it's caught by Hutton. Brings it back 15-20 and brought down after a smallish gain to the 23-yard line. So, but Hastings has been really good in this game so far, John. 10 of 12, 102 yards and a touchdown.
And he's looked good back there. He's looked comfortable in the pocket. He's looked poised. He's throwing the ball very accurately. He's throwing the ball downfield well. And the offensive linemen providing nice protection. There's been a relatively clean pocket for most of this football game.
Double tight end stack with Williams and Mitchell Dixon on the right side. Two receivers out to the left. Tompkins in motion. Hastings under pressure, wrapped up, and he is sacked hard. Oh, man, did he take a big-time hit from Malachi Williams, who got in the backfield.
Boy, announcers jinx at work right there. Right when we're commenting upon the clean pocket, Idaho defensive line. Wow, Malachi Williams just dominant, forceful pass rush from his defensive end spot.
Eli Simonson that time.
Yeah, he just won that one. And he's a great player. Doesn't get as much accolades as Keyshawn James Newby on the other side, but 15, a great rush end on his own right.
Loss of 9. It's second down and 19. Pass out in the flat for Larison. Has some blocking. Gets around the corner, still on his feet, and gets back near the original line of scrimmage. Jason Eck upset with the line judge over there, screaming at him, not sure why, as it was a gain of 8, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 11. Aggies want to snap it quickly. They do. Hastings feeling some pressure, dumps it off for Larison. He's going to have to make a play to the 30, and he's brought down well short of the first down, and the Aggies will have to punt.
And that's what happens when you get, for now, the offense still on the field, but that big sack on first down, putting the Aggies very far behind the chains, even after 2 positive plays. And Hastings really nice on the check down here. Larison gets out to his spot, makes a couple guys miss, gets pretty close to the first down, but you just can't go for it. You've gotten back in the game, play field position, put the punting unit on the field.
So Banks Alta Cruz comes on. He stands at his 15-yard line. There is Abraham Williams, one of the most dangerous returners in all of college football, set to receive. It's a wobbler kick. Will take a favorable Aggie bounce. It'll roll out of bounds near the Vandal 30-yard line. So Idaho gets the stop. 3:16 left to go until the half. Remember, UC Davis won the coin toss. They deferred. They're going to get the ball to start this third quarter. So if they can get a stop here, they'll have some good momentum going into halftime.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, going into halftime, always nice. Coach Plow likes to defer, likes to get the ball starting the second half. If you play it right, it's almost equates to an extra possession sometimes. But, you know, big drive here for the Vandals, big drive for the Aggies, big drive in this football game.
Wagner looking near side, throws it deep down the field, intended for Dwyer. It's incomplete. Dwyer wants PI called, but it was an uncatchable pass.
One of the rare times the Vandals have missed on these long out routes that they throw so well.
Blake Cotton might have gotten there ahead early.
There was some contact there.
But Dwyer could not have caught that.
Is there still the uncatchable rule? I'm going to
There
admit
is.
There is, okay,
Yep.
all right.
Second down and 10.
Thanks for setting me straight there.
As Hamper in the slot. Wagner throws across the middle, and that's a great catch by Dwyer. Or was it caught? It's going to be incomplete. I was going to say spectacular attempt by Dwyer, who lunged out to make the grab, but couldn't hold on to it. Wagner just led him a little too far.
Yeah, again with the RPO at the middle, a blitzing Rex Connors leaping into the throwing lane. Nice defense on the back end as well by UC Davis, bringing up a critical 3rd and long here.
Yeah, Samaje Werner with some pretty good coverage, the transfer from Boise State. So 3rd and long, the Aggies have Idaho where they want them. Can they get a 3 and out, get the ball back? Trips receivers out to the left.
Not bringing pressure here.
4-man rush, Wagner near side with it. Dwyer did not cut in time. It's incomplete, and the Aggies do get the 3 and out. Wagner hit as he threw it.
Wagner ends up on his back. So the UC Davis defense decides not to bring the blitz, but still gets pressure with the front 4. You'll see it from the back end here. Right in his face, forces the errant throw. Again, they try for that deep out. It's kind of a go-to for the Vandals offense. They missed twice in that series.
Wagner's numbers coming back more to his yearly numbers in terms of percentage of completion. It's just 9 of 16 now.
Big hold by the UC Davis defense right there.
Harm on the kick. Spiral, driving back. Perez, and he's hit immediately. That's just great special teams coverage by Andrew Marshall. No gain after a good kick from Harm.
Yeah, go ahead, Scott.
So that was Perez who got brought down right away. So Aggies have time. They've got 2 timeouts here.
Interesting. I mean, a booming kick by the punter there did kind of shift the field position. Let's see what the Aggies offense comes out here. Sometimes you come out rather conservative. See if you get that initial first down to indicate whether you're going to go into the 2-minute drill. You don't want to give the ball back to the Vandals before halftime.
But boy, if you could get points before the half and then get the ball for the 3rd quarter as well, chance to get 2 scores in a row. They do hand off on first down to Larison. Not much doing there. Keyshawn James Newby with the tackle. Newby, the #1 rated defensive end in all of FCS football, according to many scouts, 5th in all levels of football.
Yeah, and he also had safety Tommy McCormick coming up from his deep spot. He's very good in the run game around the line of scrimmage on that one. One of the first times we've called his name. He's a team captain. He's a very good football player.
Yeah, they call him the Rex Connors of the Idaho team. Very physical player. Aggies letting some clock run down.
Yeah.
They don't have to snap it before the 2-minute warning or 2-minute timeout, I don't believe, but they do anyway. Slant pattern, it's deflected. So Tommy McCormick blocked it down. Now it's going to be 3rd and long. We are at the 2-minute timeout. So we'll take that, and when we come back, the Aggies will have a 3rd and long to try and keep possession of this one. UC Davis trailing 17-14 here at UC Davis Health Stadium.
Remember this, John Tester?
I would not offer amnesty. We ought not be allowing for amnesty.
What happened? Nearly 2 decades in Washington, Tester voted for amnesty for 11 million illegal immigrants, including convicted criminals. Tester even voted to allow more than $500 million in COVID relief funds to be spent on cash payments to illegals. John Tester. He's not for Montana anymore. American Crossroads is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The Kittles was filmed before a live studio pizza.
All right, here you go.
Look alive, dipsticks. I got Little Caesars. Did you get pepperoni? I want Italian sausage. It better be bacon pizza. Brothers, it's a 3-meat treat. It's got all those delicious toppings. Come on. Bacon, pepperoni, Italian sausage. And save Pop Kittle a slice. I'm a dog.
The Kittles love their 3-meat treat. Order your 3-meat treat for $8.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza. Let's go to our next segment, Fairest Calls, inspired by Geico's fair and fast 24/7 claim service.
Do we have to do the Geico step on him here?
Yep, we do. Let's play the clip.
Holding, number 53, 10-yard penalty.
This literally happens every game. Can we just skip to the action? Nope, nothing but fair and fast claims, just like Geico. Here's the next clip.
But I don't play the clip.
Pass interference, number 34.
Wow, doesn't get any fairer than this, boys.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
I didn't have to spend my life trying to find my calling. Mine found me at an early age.
At Ram, our calling is to build trucks. So when you find your call, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Scott Marsh and John Grant with you. There's Miles Hastings having a nice night so far. He's going to have to make something happen on 3rd and long, John.
Yeah, it's an interesting call. Do you put the ball in your veteran quarterback's hands here with 2 minutes left in the first quarter and let him throw the ball downfield? Do you play conservative, try to get some clock to run? Interesting decision time here for Coach Plow and the UC Davis offense as the Aggies empty the backfield.
Yeah, the Vandals have all 3 timeouts, so Aggies will throw. They set up the screen pass. That's for Tompkins. Turns it upfield, but he's not going to get anywhere near a first down. Vandals say they forced a turnover, but they're going to call Tompkins down. Oh, no, they're giving it to Idaho. They're calling it a turnover on Tompkins, and it'll be Idaho football. Wow. A tough turn of events right there. Trent Tompkins can't believe it, but they did call it a turnover. I bet this play will be reviewed.
The Aggies go with the conservative call. It's a throw, but it's a short, high-percentage play. They want to keep that ball's out. The intent there is to keep the clock running or force the Vandals to take one of their timeouts, and that ball is out.
Yeah, Andrew Marshall stripping it and recovering it for the Vandals. A tremendous play. Tompkins was just fighting for extra yardage that time. The knee was never down.
And sometimes you just got to hold the ball high and tight. You got to go down. That's a critical error by the UC Davis offense.
One more look at it.
Hey, you want to fight. You want to claw. Boy, and defensive guys have just gotten so good at knifing that ball out as Andrew Marshall comes up from his cornerback spot.
Handoff. That is Cummings. He's hit in the backfield and thrown backwards for a loss.
And there's Porter Connors coming up to clean it up, pushing that running back on his back. This is a critical time to hold for the UC Davis defense. Hey, you've just got dealt a tough hand with the turnover. Hey, a field goal here is not that bad. Be strong and keep the Idaho Vandals out of the end zone.
Again, the Vandals have all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so plenty of time here with 1:20 left to go until halftime. And now whistle stop play, and Idaho's going to burn one of their timeouts here. So Jason Eck wants to get it right. Talk it over a little bit. There's Jason Eck on that Idaho sideline. He's in his 3rd year, John. He's 19-10 overall. He's done a great job. He's taken the Vandals to the playoffs for the first 2 years of his coaching career. He's 12-4 in Big Sky games. Just doing a really nice job here at this program. We talked to him earlier in the week as we found out he's a Wisconsin alum, played line there, won the Rose Bowl in '98, played under the great Barry Alvarez.
I actually asked him about that. Barry Alvarez, a legendary coach at the college football level. Coach Eck is an impressive man to talk to. He's been successful wherever he's been, whether it's playing in the Rose Bowl as a player, whether it's having tremendous success as an OC in 2019 to 21. That is not their record. They were dominant at the FCS level.
South Dakota State.
South Dakota State Jackrabbits. Went over there and played a couple times in my career. Tough place to play. Big time 2nd and 10 here for the Vandals.
A little reverse and looking to throw perhaps Flag thrown, ball put up in the air, and it's intercepted. The ball is intercepted by the Aggies. Kavir Baines picking off Tony Harsty. Will it stand with the flag in the backfield? Looks like it's going to be against Idaho.
Holding 28 of the offense.
And it's
a penalty is
going to stand. It's going to be a decline. Hey, these exotic plays, they're great when they work for an offense, but you are asking a wide receiver to make a decision, to make a quarterback decision. Hey, you got guys in your face. It's not that easy as a quarterback. It really ain't that easy as a wide receiver. Throw the ball out of bounds, young man, as it were. Big play. Is that Kavir Baines?
Kavir Baines again, his second interception of the year.
Johnny on the spot. Hey, making a big-time stop after the big turnover created by the Vandals. The Aggies get one. And tough play here. You want to get positive yardage. Great time for a quarterback sneak, but if you're always in the shotgun, can't do that. Obviously, got to go forward.
Yeah, they called Kavir Baines down at the 1-yard line. The Aggies can't have a safety here. Trying to push it out of the end zone. Did they? They just did. Boy, that was close for Land Larison. Vandals signaling for a safety. They're not going to get it.
And here is a real detriment to the perpetual offense being in the shotgun. I played primarily with the ability to go under center in my career.
Idaho,
and you just go quarterback sneak there. You get at least 2 feet, if not 1.5 yards forward. That was very close to a safety right there, Scott Marsh.
It sure was. Now, Idaho burned one of their timeouts in their offensive set. That's a big, big point now, because with 52 seconds left, the Aggies have a much better chance of running out the clock. As you see, Larison did break the goal line.
Just barely. It looks like there might have been a seam to cut back to the left there, but Larison would know much better than I, as I never did play running back. But yeah, good point with having the Vandals having to burn their timeout for UC Davis. You want to go to halftime with the score 17-14. As you alluded to, Scott, the Aggies will get the ball starting the second half. So as an offense now, you're not trying to score points. You are trying to hold on to the ball. You're trying to go forward. And ideally, you're trying to get some yards where your punting unit has the ability for a 15-yard long snap.
Yeah.
If they were to not get any more yards, this would be a very short long snap for a punt, leaving yourself open for a block.
Yeah, they're trying just not to give up points right now. Hand off, Larison finds a seam out to the 5 and some breathing room for the Aggies. There's some much needed yardage by Land Larison.
And the clock goes. The clock goes 46, 45, 44. That was the primary objective. Both achieved, getting some yards and allowing that clock to run.
Yep, and now the Aggies are going to take that play clock all the way down.
Nice job by the tight ends, bringing both tight ends from the right to the left on the kick out. 2 tight end blocking scheme right there by the UC Davis offense.
So interesting, Idaho's not using their timeout here. They're going to save it for the next one. I'm surprised. Play clock is under 10. Miles Hastings again taking every second he can off that clock. The Aggies have 2 timeouts if they want to take one here. They might want to do that. They do get the ball snapped. Handoff, Larison up the middle. Nothing doing really. And now Idaho will take their final timeout with just 3 seconds left on the clock.
There are some kind of creative things you can do here if you're UC Davis. You can.
Final timeout.
You could run a play and run out the half.
Idaho
you can run a play.
You have a challenge for the remainder of the half. Please reset the game clock to 4 seconds.
So the game clock will be reset to 4 seconds. That's a big second.
You could snap the ball to the quarterback, have him roll out to the right, and literally throw one very high arcing pass that will end up out of bounds. That would take up 4 seconds. Because with the punt, there is hey, you got to have a snap sometimes. You know, things go awry. I'm not going to give attention to something that you don't want to happen if you're a UC Davis fan. But most teams would just line up and punt here. Obviously, you do risk the return there. But, hey, job well done by the UC Davis offense. Job well done by the UC Davis defense. Kavir Baines coming up with that interception. So a very interesting end of half series, a very interesting first half in general, with the Idaho Vandals starting out 14 points.
The Aggie offense is going back out on the field, John. So let's see what they do. They have to burn 4 seconds off this clock somehow, because it would be an absolute disaster if they don't.
Yes, you have to Look for a quarterback rollout and throw something very high and out of bounds.
Dangerous play here. Hastings with it is just going to roll out, and exactly what you talked about.
Close.
There's a receiver in the area, and that will do it for the first half. So exactly as you called it is how they did it. What a first half this has been, John.
Hey, we build it as a battle of titans, 11 versus 4, and it's lived up to it thus far in this first half.
It has. All right, we'll go to the break. The halftime report's coming up next here from UC Davis Health Stadium. Jim Les joins us. Halftime here at UC Davis Health Stadium. Of course, we're focused in on football, but we know men's basketball is not far away. Joining us, the head coach of the men's basketball team here at UC Davis, Jim Les, going into his 14th year. Coach, it's great to have you here. Can you believe it's been 14 years?
Thanks for putting in the numbers like that. Is there a better place to be than UC Davis and Davis at this time of year? Great football night, campus, the campus and the town are abuzz with the students back. There's nothing better than fall in this area.
No doubt, and men's basketball is starting to heat up. I know you're getting your first workouts in. as you get ready for that November 5th start up in Washington against the Huskies. Catch us up on what's going on in men's hoops.
Well, Aggie fans are going to love this group. They spent 6 weeks this summer in summer school and then getting started here with our first week of practice, and a little bit more length and athleticism than we've had in the past, and we're playing a little bit faster, which I really like. And it's just a good group that's working hard every day. We still got a lot of time to put in and some prep to do, but we'll be ready come November 5th, and these Aggie fans will love seeing us at the UCU this season.
Yeah, and of course it was a magical year last year. Came up just short in the Big West Conference Tournament final to Long Beach State. Obviously Elijah Pepper has graduated. You can't really fill that void, but how do you go about replacing one of the school's best players ever?
Well, Elijah left his mark on this program, in the history of this program, which is truly spectacular. And he's doing great things in Australia, which we love to see. And, you know, it's not, hey, replace his production with one person. I think it's going to be a collection of guys that will step up. I think this team is deep. I think we can, you know, because of the pace we're going to play, we're going to try and play 10 or 11 deep. And so it's hard to replace 22 points a game, but if we can get it from a number of different places and have 3 or 4 guys add up to 22 or 25 points a game, I think we'll be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, Elijah Pepper, the all-time leading scorer in UC Davis history. Of course, you do bring back T.Y. Johnson, who was incredible last year, just gets better and better every year. He's back for his senior campaign.
Well, he should be the preseason Big West Player of the Year, and again, I think it's underrated, his defense. He's one of the best on-ball defenders I've ever coached, and he's the first line of our defense, and he makes the 4 guys behind him so much better defensively and activates our pressure. And then offensively, you know, late in the year, he was money from mid-range. I mean, if he missed one, I was shocked. And he's really doing a great job of getting his teammates involved, and he attracts so much attention because of his speed and ability to get to the paint that now he's starting to find those guys around him who are knocking in shots. So that's a nice combination. T.Y. playing with confidence. He'll be one of our leaders on and off the floor this season.
Yeah, who are some of the other leaders that Aggie fans should look for?
Yeah, I think Nico Rokak. You know, you look at Nico, and he led the Big West in block shots and kind of anchored our defense and paint patrolled and made it tough for teams to score around the basket. Leo DeBrule's coming back with great experience, and we expect him to be one of our leaders vocally as well as by example. Pablo Tamba, who backed up Ade last year. Pablo expected to step into a starting role and be a guy that can be very productive on both ends. He's long, he's athletic, he blocks shots, he can get his hands on balls, and he's turned into a pretty good three-point shooter too. So those older guys we'll lean on, and we're really happy with the infusion of young guys. They're talented, they're long, they're still trying to figure it out. But if we do, look out. We're going to have some fun this winter.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And as I mentioned, you start at Washington. I know you've put together a challenging schedule, a lot of big non-conference games on that schedule.
Well, we like to challenge our guys, and I think they value that. So we know when we hit Big West play. And by the way, we got 2 games in December, which is something new this year. 2 Big West games in December that we know we'll be ready for based on playing Stanford, Grand Canyon, Washington. Those are really good programs, Oregon State. So the Aggies have some challenges ahead, but I'm excited.
We're all excited for Aggie Hoops. It's coming up in November. Jim, always great to talk to you, and we can't wait to get it going on the hardwood here soon.
Looking forward to it, Scotty.
All right, that's head coach Jim Les. We'll take the break. We'll come back. We'll look at the first half stats and highlights. UC Davis football versus Idaho right here at UC Davis Health Stadium.
Can we trust Ann Wilson to protect our rights to stream access? Just follow the money. Wilson is backed by powerful special interests who want to limit stream access. The court denied them before. Will Wilson? Catherine Bittigary will always protect our constitutional rights on the Montana Supreme Court. Vote for the candidate we can trust to protect stream access and our constitutional rights. Vote for Judge Catherine Bittigary for Supreme Court.
The Kittles was filmed before a live studio pizza.
All right, here you go.
Look alive, dipsticks. I got Little Caesars. Did you get pepperoni? I want Italian sausage. It better be bacon pizza. Brothers, it's a 3-meat treat. It's got all those delicious toppings. Come on. Bacon, pepperoni, Italian sausage. Then save Pop Kittle a slice. I'm a dog.
The Kittles love their 3-meat treat. Order your 3-meat treat for $8.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter.
And I'm looking for fans with good hands and great speed. The ones who stay focused and never miss a play. They go the distance on game day, even when their team is away. I'm always watching, always looking to reward more full-time fans. Because football isn't really football without you.
You never want to lose your edge. And the Lexus RX completely understands that.
At US Bank, we know what really goes into reaching your milestones. That's why we introduced Co-Browse, which connects you to a real banker in real time to help you do anything, even creating spending limits. Because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
It's so on.
This season, ESPN Plus has hundreds of games across 20 conferences. That's more action, more touchdowns, more college football.
Yeah, that's how I get by.
Streaming now.
One of the UFC's most lethal weapons.
Let's get it, 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 I got it.
This time I used talk. My use they used talk. And it's in! Historic goal! I love this game, it's so hard. The one you never ever knew about. I'm on the next level now. Run! What a strike!
It's so on.
This time I used talk. And it's in! Historic goal! Shoots and scores! Left-footed goal! Loves it!
The halftime interview, Jim Les, brought to you by Northern and Quest Resort and Casino. Game on. And the game is on right now, 17-14 at halftime. Idaho leading UC Davis. Scott Marshall along with John Grant. Entertaining first half. We've got a lot of good first half highlights to look through.
Yeah, obviously Idaho started out like gangbusters, bringing up that 14-0 lead. UC Davis battling back. Here's that early touchdown on the jet sweep. Number 14 diving into the end zone by the pylon, getting things started. And then the power game by Idaho Vandals. They're known for that. Nate Thomas looking strong. This was a great throw by Miles Hastings to Chaz Davis. The timing, the intensity, Davis with the play. And then getting Land Larison going, showing the speed, the burst to the sideline, getting over that pylon. Land the man.
Yeah, that tied the game up for UC Davis at 14 apiece. Then Idaho would kick the field goal to go up 17-14. A great interception by Kavir Baines to prevent further points from going on. As we look at the halftime stats, they're presented to you by the Marriott Sacramento Rancho Cordova. You look at the total yards, Idaho controlling that a little bit. Turnovers are equal, time of possession in the favor of Idaho as well.
Yeah, one of those keys to the game for UC Davis was you got to be in turnovers. You got to be at least equal, if not in your advantage. You can't lose that turnover battle. And Kavir Baines coming up clutch after the Aggies put the ball on the ground late in the second quarter on the gadget play by the Vandals. The wide receiver throwing it up for grabs. And Kavir Baines coming down, holding the Vandals, and as it were, keeping the score 17-14 going into halftime. Some good things on both sides, and we're looking forward to a big-time second half here, Scott.
All right, that's going to do it for the first half highlights and stats. Again, brought to you by the Marriott Sacramento Rancho Cordova. We will be back with the start of the second half right after this. All right, second half about to get underway here. Let's take a look at the other scores in the Big Sky opening week. Fourth week Montana State handily over Idaho State 37-17. Cal Poly, who comes calling on UC Davis Health Stadium in 2 weeks, defeats Northern Colorado 28-7. How about this? Number 10 Sacramento State losing in Flagstaff to Northern Arizona 34-16. And Montana in a thriller on the red turf in Cheney defeats Eastern Washington 52-49. You know what it's like to play at altitude in Flagstaff. You were down there for a while.
You know, I did my graduate work and was in academia down there for a while. Flagstaff, Arizona is at about 7,000 feet. It is higher than Lake Tahoe. Their cross-country team is world-class because of that. It's a tough place to play a football game. And NAU Lumberjacks taking care of business against Sac State.
Second half underway. UC Davis deferred, so they will get the opening drive of the second half. Hutton with it from his goal line. Out to the 10, they fake the reverse, keeps it to 20, 25, has a save, 30, 40 to midfield. One man to beat down the far sideline, cuts it in, and it's brought down inside the Idaho 30. A tremendous return by C.J. Hutton. Will bring it back all the way to the Vandal 29-yard line. What a play to start this second half for UC Davis.
C.J. Hutton getting the second half party started. Fake the reverse, throws the defense off momentarily. Then it's just athlete breaking tackles, showing that burst down the sideline, getting help from his friends. Tremendous play by C.J. Hutton to open this second half
and you
for
know
the
when
Aggies.
It's the kick guy who's making the tackle, you're in trouble on special teams, and it was the kickoff guy, Owen Adams, who had to make the tackle on Hutton. Aggies in business on 1st and 10. Handoff, Larison, hit at the line of scrimmage, got a couple.
And that'll be a point of emphasis here in the second half for UC Davis. Land Larison only 28 yards on 12 carries in the first half. He's their playmaker. He's the top 5 in the FCS in all-purpose yards. See if they can get him going on the ground.
Yep, does have one touchdown in this game. Hastings will throw on second down, pump fakes, winds up, throws deep down the field, has a man at the corner of the end zone. Is it caught? It is! Touchdown UC Davis. There he is, Land Larison. The tremendous catch right on cue, John. And the Aggies take the lead 20-17.
Land Larison, as good as they come out of the backfield. The swing concept. He's a wide receiver. Hey, McCaffrey's not playing these days, but Land Larison is. His hands are world class. He's a receiver. Getting the replay here. Fake to him. Roll right, throw back. Hastings knows he's going there the whole time. Versus man coverage. Land Larison on a linebacker is a mismatch on any day of the week. And look at the hands catch. Right by the pylon by number 3, Land, the man, Larison.
And what an incredible throw by Miles Hastings, too. Extra point attempt from Ridley is up and good. And the Aggies have their first lead of the game, 21-17. What a drive, all set up by that great return by C.J. Hutton.
Hey, in this day and age of touchbacks and people fair catching kickoffs, C.J. Hutton gets the energy going with that long, dynamic opening kickoff, and then it's not too much later, a short run play, and then, hey, let's dial this up. It's not a trick play. It's a half roll right. You get the man coverage you're looking for. Hastings knows he's going back to Land Larison the entire time. Throws a dime, and that's not the first time this year that Hastings has hit Larison on the deep swing route downfield. NFL scout, hey, there's a few NFL scouts here. There's guys on both sides of the field they're looking at. But one of the reasons they're looking at Land Larison is his tremendous skill in the pass game. He can run the ball. He can catch the ball with the best of them. And he's also a pretty darn good pass blocker.
A look at the Motherlode drive stats right there. 2 plays, just 28 yards. Land Larison, the touchdown catch. So Hastings with those 2 touchdowns passes now has 50 career touchdown passes. And you know who he tied, John Grant?
When you said that number, I think I have an inclination.
Somebody else had 50 touchdown passes here at UC Davis. We'll get to that graphic in just a moment. Short kick, caught on a run by Cummings, 20-25, and brought down at the 29-yard line. But how about all the big mo right now with the Aggies?
Yes. Going into halftime, I bet you that was a spirited locker room, coming out with all the energy and the momentum in the world, started by the special teams as you see Corey successful yet again in his kickoff tee retrieval, but the dynamic kick return and then the offense put in the end zone. Pay dirt found only 2 plays later.
Yep, of course, opening game for both these teams in the Big Sky. Idaho 4th in the country, UC Davis 11th in the coaches poll. Aggies trying to pull the upset here at home. First down handoff. That is Cummings trying to break an ankle tackle. He can't from Porter Connors. His brother Rex coming over and finishing off the deal. The 1-2 Porter's punch right there.
Yeah, they're pretty good for the UC Davis Aggies. But, hey, you see the positive first down gain by the Vandals. Elisha Cummings, hey, strong run anytime you're in 2nd and 2. A great place to be for an offense, fun place to be for an offensive coordinator. You can take one of your shots downfield. You can run one of your gadget plays. Wide open playbook for you.
Wagner to throw on 2nd down, all sorts of time. Winds up, throws deep down the field, has his man. That's Hamper out of bounds inside the Aggie 40-yard line. And that was all set up by great protection by that Idaho line.
Yeah, you talk about a clean pocket. You talk about a quarterback being able to step up into his throw, exemplified there by the Vandals. Bringing Hamper across the formation. The side was cleared out by a post route, and then Hamper in behind into a nice void. Nice throw and catch there by the Vandals as they get some momentum here offensively in the second half.
28-yard connection between Wagner and Hamper. Idaho on the march. Handoff Cummings, straight down the gut. Met with resistance and thrown back at the 35-yard line. There's Rex Connors again. He's fired up. He's happy to be back out on that field tonight.
Rex Connors, he's a tough guy to keep off the field. The coaching staff kept reiterating he's been hurt for a few weeks, had to bring him back slowly. If it was up to him, he'd be back right away. But let's look at number 4 from all the way from his safety spot, making plays up in the run game. He's a heck of a football player. That long hair, that exuberance for the game, that love for the game exemplified by Rex Connors.
2nd down and 8 from the Aggie 35-yard line. Wagner's going to roll out right side. Has time. Fires it. Pass caught at the 23-yard line as it's Cortez Menjivar with a 12-yard connection.
Yeah, again, moving the pocket, getting Wagner out to the right. Wide open. We'll see the replay. A little out and up. You think he's going deep, then bam. Puts on the brakes. Breaks the sideline. Accurate throw. Well-achieved play. Well-achieved offensive play by the Idaho Vandals.
Yeah, and Lamont Schamberger was 10 yards off the play that time.
Yes, he was.
So Idaho trying to get back in the lead here. Handoff, Thomas has a seam, 15 to the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal. Cummings just busting right through that seam in the A gap right there, and Idaho will have their 1st and goal.
Yeah, Aggies go kind of a wide 2 deep, playing a kind of a pass coverage there, leaving the middle of the field wide open as Cummings shot out of a cannon.
1st and goal from the 8. That's Cummings on the fake handoff, the slant pass incomplete. A lot of traffic there in the middle for Wagner to throw into.
Yeah, kind of a dangerous throw there by the redshirt freshman. Obviously falls benignly to the ground, but anytime you throw in traffic, you bring into play not such good outcomes for your offensive football team, as it were. Number 10, fortunate that ball does fall to the ground.
So Idaho has been very good in the red zone scoring touchdowns. They average over 90% in the red zone in terms of scoring, 6 points. 2nd and goal from the 8. They run the jet sweep. Cortez Menjivar turns it down inside the 5. The Aggies cut it off pretty well. David Meyer, who runs so well side to side, got the tackle.
Yeah, Meyer, tackling machine. The same play that the Vandals scored their first touchdown on, run from a little bit further back this time. Cortez Menjivar, a nice gain, unable to get to the end zone, but a critical, key, important, vital 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line with 10:40 left.
Yeah,
in this 3rd quarter.
It was Rex Porters who actually made that tackle for the Aggies. Myers was over there. Here we go. 3rd and goal from the 4. Aggies want to make it a 3-point opportunity, not a 6. Wagner lobs it to the far corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. It's broken up by who else but Kavir Baines, who's having a huge night.
Kavir Baines, he's a football player. He can do it all in the pass coverage right there. He's man-to-man. You could tell from the pre-snap motion when the tight end went across the field. We'll see it right here. Pre-snap motion, you can't see it, but indicates man coverage for the quarterback. He knows where he's going to go. He's going to go to Mark Hamper. A good ball, but Kavir Baines breaking it up, and the Vandals will go for it here on 4th and goal from the 5.
Jason Eck rolling the dice on 4th and goal from the 4. Wagner to throw, has time, now it's going to roll out of the pocket, feeling it, throws across the middle, and it's incomplete, and the Aggies have held just over the outstretched arms of Elijah Cummings, and the Vandals will turn it over on downs.
Looking at the replay, Wagner forced from the pocket, rolls left, throws back across the body, high, dangerous throw. UC Davis defense gets the pressure on the quarterback, comes up with a 4th down stop.
So a big third quarter early on for the Aggies. They scored the touchdown, they get the stop as we go to the break.
Which Chief Justice candidate can be trusted to protect stream access? The differences couldn't be clearer. Jeremiah Lynch is an experienced judge who will uphold the Montana Constitution, including our right to stream access. Corey Swanson was a paid lobbyist for a special interest group that opposed a bill guaranteeing the public's right to stream access. Who will protect our rights? The difference is as clear as Montana's trout streams. Vote for Judge Jeremiah Lynch for Chief Justice on November 5th.
The Kittles was filmed before a live studio pizza.
All right, here you go.
Look alive, dipsticks. I got Little Caesars. Did you get pepperoni? I want Italian sausage. It better be bacon pizza. Brothers, it's a 3-meat treat. It's got all those delicious toppings. Come on. Bacon, pepperoni, Italian sausage. Then save Pop Kittle a slice. I'm a dog.
The Kittles love their 3-meat treat. Order your 3-meat treat for $8.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza. Let's go to our next segment, Fairest Calls, inspired by Geico's fair and fast 24/7 claims.
Do we have to do the Geico stuff while I'm here?
Yep, we do. Let's play the clip.
Holding, number 53, 10-yard penalty.
This literally happens every game. Can we just skip to the action? Nope, nothing but fair and fast claims, just like Geico. Here's the next clip.
But I don't play the clip.
Pass interference, number 34.
Wow, doesn't get any fairer than this, boys.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Let me get this straight. You're saying Boost Mobile is now a major network?
Yes, but better, more affordable. Yeah, write that down.
You're telling me the new Boost Mobile's got 5G towers?
Thousands and thousands, actually.
And we've also got nationwide coverage?
99% of the country.
Where's the 1%?
Your mom's house.
Stop bringing up my
And
mom.
we're proud to announce unlimited talk, text, and data starting at just $25 per month forever. Forever?
Forever.
There's a look at the all-time passing leaders in UC Davis history, and look at that. Miles Hastings is tied, no other than one John Grant with 50 touchdown passes. How does that make you feel?
It feels great. It feels great to be relevant. Good job, Miles.
The Aggies with the lead, 21-17 after getting a big stop on 4th down. They're pinned back. They hand off to Mateo Perez, who gets upfield to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4 for Mateo Perez.
I believe I did have 17 rushing touchdowns too, Scott.
Well, now, okay. I don't think Miles will ever get to that one. Not that you're competitive at all. 2nd down and 4 from their 10-yard line. As C.J. Hutton will go from right to left. Hastings been great in this game, 14 of 18, 148 yards, and those 2 touchdown passes. Play clock at 2. Aggies get it snapped. They're going to hand off to Perez again. Met at the line of scrimmage, able to twist forward for a couple. It'll set up a 3rd and about 4 for the Ags.
Yeah, hey, it seems like every 3rd down in a football game, in a close football game, is big. But as we see, Perez taking on a bunch of defensive players.
The handoff again quickly for Perez, and nothing doing there. It's a 3 and out for the Aggies. Interesting play calls there. 3 handoffs to Mateo Perez.
Interesting that Land Larson's out, and the Aggies run the ball 3 times. UC Davis had all the momentum in the building. You want to put together a drive there. You want to get at least a 1st down, move those chains at least once. But the Idaho Vandals, again, that defensive line is something we talked about a lot at the outset of this broadcast, and they come up very strong. That front 4, that front 7. There's some football players in there.
Yeah, it was Jakari Larmond, the big 6'2", 315-pound lineman for the Vandals, throwing Perez back. Ben Bake's Alta Cruz, a wobbly kick. It bounces at the Aggie 40-yard line and rolls out of bounds. Not his best kick there. Idaho is going to have tremendous position on the field when we come back.
Remember this, John Tester?
I would not offer amnesty. We ought not be allowing for amnesty.
What happened? Nearly 2 decades in Washington, Tester voted for amnesty for 11 million illegal immigrants, including convicted criminals. Tester even voted to allow more than $500 million in COVID relief funds to be spent on cash payments to illegals. John Tester, he's not for Montana anymore. American Crossroads is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The Kittles was filmed before a live studio pizza.
All right, here you go.
Look alive, dipsticks. I got Little Caesars. Did you get pepperoni? I want Italian sausage. It better be bacon pizza. Brothers, it's a 3-meat treat. It's got all those delicious toppings. Come on. Bacon, pepperoni, Italian sausage. Then save Pop Kittle a slice. I'm a dog.
The Kittles love their 3-meat treat. Order your 3-meat treat for $8.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
As a member of Navy Federal Credit Union, Frank feels financially at ease, which means he can worry about other things, like if he should look at a text during his anniversary dinner. But what if there's an emergency? What if he left the iron on? What if the house is on fire? Does the fire department text? Frank has a lot of things to worry about, but as a member of Navy Federal, his finances aren't one of them. Become a member today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
I didn't have to spend my life trying to find my calling. Mine found me at an early age. There was no question of what I wanted to be. It was just a matter of how good I could get and how far I would go.
At Ram, our calling is to build trucks. So when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
There's a look at the Big Sky preseason poll. As you can see, Idaho and UC Davis both received first place votes. Montana State atop those polls, and Sacramento State right there too. Obviously, the polls are fitting. These are two of the best teams playing tonight here in the conference.
Two of the best teams in the conference, and then when you're talking the Big Sky at the FCS level, they're two of the best teams in the country. The Big Sky always in talks as the perennial powerhouse conference in FCS.
This game being billed as the FCS Game of the Week. Number 4 Idaho versus number 11 UC Davis. Idaho on the Aggie side of the field. First down, Wagner deep down the field, and it's going to be intercepted. The Aggies pick it off. Coming the other way with it back to the 30-yard line goes Lamont Schamberger, and I'm not sure where Jack Wagner was throwing that football.
Boy, Wagner coming into the game with only 1 interception, but watching the film, he had a few of these quote-unquote young quarterback throws. Here he just, as he's talking to Coach Eck on the sideline, Coach Eck not happy with the decision. Just lofts it up, essentially up for grabs. Not something you obviously want to do as a quarterback, not something that's going to help your team, not something that's going to make your head coach very happy.
No, Jack Wagner had come into this game 76 throws without an interception. You tack on another 22. He was nearly 100 throws without an INT before that one. Lamont Schamberger, his first interception of the year for the Aggies. 1st and 10, UC Davis. Hastings under all sorts of pressure, wrapped up and sacked. Could not elude the pressure of big number 5, Jakari Lamond, who's having his impact here in the second half.
Coach Plow dials up a shot play, as he likes to do after a turnover. There was receivers running downfield, but the pass protection breaks down. This defensive line for the Vandals really making themselves known here early on in the second half.
Loss of 12, 3rd sack on the night against Hastings. 2nd and 22, Hastings to throw, and he just throws it out of bounds. Davis curled inside, and Hastings threw it outside.
Yeah, Hastings, as he looks at his receiver, his footwork was set up to throw an out route. Chaz Davis runs the in-breaking slant route. Obviously miscommunication. There is a flag down on the field.
They might be calling intentional grounding.
And by the letter of the rule, that might be the correct call.
Intentional grounding, number 7 of the offense. There was no receiver in the area. Lost it down at the spot of the pass.
Boy,
Second
tough
down.
call against the Aggies. You lose your down and you move back further too. Hastings was still in the pocket that time. So it's going to be 3rd and forever for the Aggies now.
Yeah, as you see Hastings, he's looking, and here, tough miscommunication. 3rd and forever. You want to keep it conservative. You're not going to get all the first down in all likelihood.
They'll just hand off to Larison up the middle to the 20, to the 25, and gets out to the 26-yard line, nowhere near the original line of scrimmage, and Ben Banks Altacruz will have to come on the kick. So a rough couple of possessions for the Aggies offensively after scoring.
Yeah. You said it there. Anytime you get so far behind the chains with sacks and penalties, the drive, for all intents and purposes, is over on 3rd and 27. That was a decent run to get some more room for the punter. But good stands here on defense for the Vandals as they're set to return the punt.
Ben Banks Altacruz, the transfer from Lehigh, lets it fly from his 15-yard line. A beautiful spiral this time, fair caught at the Vandal 35-yard line by Abraham Williams. That'll take us to the break. Under 7 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Aggies leading 21-17.
Is your business drowning in paperwork? The smart buying tools on Amazon Business help you work more efficiently, so you can focus on what you do best.
To everybody that be living it up to say.
Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
The Kittles was filmed before a live studio pizza.
All right, here you go.
Look alive, dipsticks. I got Little Caesars. Did you get pepperoni? I want Italian sausage. It better be bacon pizza. Brothers, it's a 3-meat treat. It's got all those delicious toppings. Come on. Bacon, pepperoni, Italian sausage. Then save Pop Kittle a slice. I'm a dog.
The Kittles love their 3-meat treat. Order your 3-meat treat for $8.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
I didn't have to spend my life trying to find my calling. Mine found me at an early age.
At Ram, our calling is to build trucks. So when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, brings you the Ego Power Plus blower. Reaching an incredible 765 CFM, it's more powerful than gas. And at speeds of up to 200 miles per hour, it's the most powerful Ego blower ever. Featuring Ego's patented 56-volt arc lithium battery technology, it runs up to 90 minutes on a single charge. Plus, the same battery powers all Ego tools. Exclusively at Lowe's, Ace, and Ego authorized dealers.
This season, ESPN Plus has hundreds of games across 20 conferences. That's more action, more touchdowns, more college football.
Yeah, that's how I get by.
Streaming now.
Scott Marsh and John Grant with you. Idaho takes over on offense. There is number 6, Jordan Dwyer, who's had a big game so far. 5 receptions, 85 yards. And he's always a threat on the field, John.
He is. He runs great routes. He's big, he's strong, he's fast. And sometimes even when he doesn't catch the ball, he's been very successful in drawing defensive pass interference this year, which is a talent for a wide receiver. He's a playmaker on any play.
Over 300 yards in receptions this year, 3 touchdowns. Handoff on first down. That's Nate Thomas past the 40 to the 45 near a first down. And actually that's Cummings with the carry. And he will move the chains out to the Vandal 46-yard line.
Nice patience in the hole here by Cummings. And then the big burst up the field. Nice first down run for the Vandals. Moving the chains, seeing what they can do here as this countermeasure second half continues.
Vandals have been held in check in the 3rd quarter so far. As Wagner will roll out right side. Dumps it out, and the pass is caught in midfield, but there is a flag in the backfield. And normally that's holding area. We'll see what it's all about.
Looked like holding on tight end Mike Martinez. Let's get the official ruling.
Holding number 80 of the offense, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
You called it. It was on Mike Martinez. We'll take another look at it. Martinez, a monster of a man, 6'6", 265 pounds.
And there it is right there. Jack Wagner is, in my opinion, getting out of the pocket a little bit too soon on some of these pass attempts. He does have a strength rolling to his right, but there was a clean pocket there. He could have stayed in, actually had his initial receiver to the left open. And anytime you roll so often, sometimes that's when these holding penalties arise.
Showing a little bit of his freshman, right
yeah, it's
now?
a freshman tendency. Something Miles Hastings maybe would not do.
1st and 20, Cummings with it, somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. That was a good effort just to do that. It looked like Zach Kennedy was going to have him for a 5-yard loss.
Yeah, D-line for UC Davis penetrating into the backfield there. And nice job by Cummings getting what he can, but really stout by that Blue Force Aggie defensive line. Really all 4 athletes getting the job done.
Yeah, it was David Meyer and Porter Connors with the tackle. Both of them have been named Big Sky Defensive Players of the Week so far this year. 2nd and 20. Wagner across the middle, pass caught, tight end. Back to the original line of scrimmage goes Alex Moore. It'll be a gain of 10. It'll set up a 3rd and 10.
Nice quick hitter there for the Vandals. Good pocket for Wagner to throw in. Nice West Coast offense as a spot pattern concept. Get the ball to your tight end. Get it out early. Bringing up a 3rd. Hey, it was 2nd and 20. Now it's 3rd and 10. That's a good job on 2nd down. We'll see what Coach Eck and the offensive coordinator for the Vandals do. Do you allow Wagner to throw the ball downfield? See what they dial up.
They were 3 for 3 initially on 3rd down. They've not converted on their last 4 attempts. They're 3 of 7 are the Vandals. Handoff, Cummings, pass midfield, darts forward. He got 7. Was that play setting up possibly going for it on 4th down?
You know, that's protecting a young quarterback, and that's a head coach who went to the University of Wisconsin running the ball on 3rd and 10.
Now it's 4th and 3, and it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field.
And as you alluded to, very good insight there, Scott. You run the ball on 3rd and 10 because you are going to go for it if you pick up a nice gain right there. Scott Marsh, you've seen a lot of football. Good eyes there. Big 4th and 4 as the crowd comes alive.
2nd, 4th down attempt for the Vandals in this quarter. They did not convert last time near the goal line. Aggie Stadium on their feet. Wagner to throw. Under pressure. Tries to roll outside. Dumps out in the flat, and it's intercepted. Porter Connors comes up with it. It would not have mattered turnover on downs anyways, but why not take the INT if you're Porter Connors?
Why not? It's close enough to the line of scrimmage. Big number 39 getting the pick. Tremendous pressure by the defense, by the front 7 on Wagner. As we see, gets forced from the pocket. Samaje Werner came on the blitz from that side, pushed into the quarterback's eyes. And nice hands catch by Porter Connors, the Week 1 Big Sky Defensive Player of the Year, coming back with a fury tonight.
His 1st interception of the year. It's the 3rd interception of the night for the Aggies. In motion, Samuel Dobbins, the true freshman. The handoff to Larison, trying to get around the edge and unable to do so. Nice tackle applied by KJ Trujillo, holding on for dear life that time. Just a gain of 1. So Larison rushing the ball, has 15 carries for 42 yards so far.
Yeah, kind of a quiet night for Lan Larison on the ground. Does have the dynamic plays in the pass game, as we see a lot of pre-snap motion for the Aggies.
Double tight end stack to the right. Dobbins in motion again. Hastings will throw. Screen pass set up for Gale. Turns it downfield inside the Vandal 45-yard line, and that spot will move the chains.
Good to see Josh Gale get in the game. Nice design. Good execution on the tight end screen. Nice job by Zaire Collier, the center up front, leading the way. Nice play by Aggies offense.
Quick snap. Larison's going to throw down the field for it, and it's caught. Winston Williams has come up with it. An incredible catch by Winston Williams down to the 10-yard line. We were told that Land might throw it at some point tonight. It was a wobbler, but it was a strike.
Lan Larison throws one of the ugliest balls you'd ever see in your life, a wounded duck, but it gets right to where it needs to go. Big time throw and catch by Larison.
Aggies hurrying now. They snap it to Larison, nothing doing on a first down handoff.
Hey, Peyton Manning threw a lot of wobblers for touchdowns in his day. Look at Larison, take the handoff, go right. It doesn't matter what it looks like as long as it gets right to where it needs to be. And Winston Williams making the catch with two defenders draped all over him. Lan can run, he can throw, he can catch, he can block. Lan Larison, the complete deal.
Injured Vandal player on the field. So they will attend to Jakari Lamond. And he's had a big impact in this game, but Lan Larison showing us everything. His ability to run the ball, catch it, throw it. He's playing on special teams. They're showing him off in every respect. NFL scouts are coming out on a daily basis to watch Lan Larison.
He's dynamic. He's a hardworking young man. He shows a lot of humility. He shows a lot of skill, ability in all facets of this great game of football. And in our talk with the coaches this week, they did say they might have a little Lan Larison pass to bring out of the back pocket. Get to a good place on the field, about the plus, about a little bit past 50-yard line. And, hey, I threw a lot of ugly-looking passes in my days at UC Davis. Again, Peyton Manning threw a lot of ugly ones. That was not a pretty one, but it was right where it needed to be.
But you might have thrown the most important pass in UC Davis history. That was the one to Blaze Smith in the corner of the end zone down at Stanford to beat the Cardinal back in 2005, 20-17.
I'll always remember that short little 3-yard touchdown. Blaze Smith, thanks for making a great catch.
September 17th, 2005. All right, the Aggies are in the red zone. They've struggled on the year, but not tonight inside the 20. Hastings to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, under pressure, just throws it out of bounds. Smart play. Hit as he threw it. Good pressure from Zach Krotzer. It'll set up a 3rd and 9.
Here's a play. You're inside field goal range. It's 3rd and long. You're up by 4. A field goal makes it a complete 7. Do you go the screen game? Do you keep it short pass game? Do you hand the ball off to Lan Larison? Do you let your veteran quarterback make a drop back pass? We'll see what head coach and offensive coordinator Tim Plow lets his offense do here.
Yeah, Tim Plow calls all the plays. Paul Shelton, the offensive coordinator here at UC Davis. 3rd and 9. They fake the handoff. Larison for the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown, UC Davis. Winston Williams on the post pattern. It was thrown to perfection, and the Aggies go up 10.
Big answer drive by UC Davis. The trick play in there. And then Miles Hastings with a very nice pass to his tight end, a pop pass. Watch the jab fake here to Larison. Then bam, rise up, throw to your tight end. Classic football concept executed to a T. UC Davis hit a similar touchdown in the home opener against Texas A&M Commerce to Gale as well as Hunter Ridley kicks it up and through.
28-17 Aggies. A great throw by Miles Hastings, who just passed you, John Grant, on the all-time passing touchdown list, number 51 for the man in 7. Aggies leading this one 28-17. Hastings is having a night now. 16 of 21, 170 yards and 3 TDs. And this is as good a throw as you're going to see all season long.
That's threading the needle. That's an NFL throw. You talk about small window throws. Miles Hastings, there are times, and he's got a lot more games left to pass me. He's going to go well beyond 51. He's had a tremendous career and keeping it going tonight. But that's that tight window throw. Hastings tremendous on his back foot. He can throw what's called open hips. He doesn't need to be able to step into his throw. He can throw from different arm angles. There's a lot of great things back there for the UC Davis Aggies.
Well, let's be honest, Hastings, a 5th-year senior, he's taken a large amount of criticism over the years. All the man's done is thrown for nearly 8,000 yards. He's close to it, over 7,900. He completes over 60% of his passes. He's going to be among one of the all-time greats in UC Davis when he's done.
Yeah, that position, you get a lot of credit, you get a lot of blame. At this program, it's a storied quarterback program. Anytime you got guys like JT O'Sullivan and things like that.
The Motherlode van and storage stats put up to you there. as the Aggies go up 28-17 as Cummings cut off after the 20-yard line. So the Aggies, they were trailing 14-0 early in this game. Idaho scored on their first 2 possessions, and now the Aggies have come roaring back.
Yeah, it looked like the game was threatening to get out of hand for UC Davis as the Vandals, number 4 team in the nation, came in looking like it, taking that quick 14-point lead. But UC Davis has battled back from big-time defensive plays, big-time special teams plays, big-time trick plays on offense to take a 28-17 lead.
So see how Idaho responds. They've turned it over 3 times through the air. They're going to stay on the ground here on first down, pushing the pile forward.
Wow.
Out to about the 29-yard line. That's Nate Thomas.
That's a tremendous run by Nate Thomas. There looked initially to be nothing there. Looked to be stifled at the line of scrimmage as Princeton Toke was getting through. Then he just battles, dragging Aggie defenders, getting a nice 7-yard gain on first down, bringing up a 2nd and 3. Again, a great down to be in for an offense.
So Idaho trying to get themselves back in the game.
Bit of change in quarterback here.
Yeah, Jack Wagner, we were told, went to the tent and is being looked at and evaluated as Nate Thomas hitting the backfield and taken down for a loss. So the new quarterback for the Vandals is Nick Josephek, who only has 3 passes so far this season. He's the 3rd quarterback. Of course, remember Jake Lane got hurt in the Oregon game, their original starter for the season. That brought Wagner in, and now they've had to go to the redshirt freshman out of Walla Walla, Washington.
And he comes into the game at a key time as the game now for the Vandals threatens to get out of hand a little bit. 3rd and 5. See if the coaches have the confidence to let this young man throw the football here.
Alex Moore, the tight end, in motion from left to right. Josephek is going to throw. Rolls out right side. Looking down the sideline. It's incomplete. Flags are thrown, and that will be interference. Lamont Schamberger never turned around, and he ran right into Mark Hamper.
Yeah, tough place to be for Schamberger. The ball, let's let the call here, but definitely pass
interference. Number 7 of the defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Schamberger was in great position. All he had to do was turn around. He might have picked it off.
It's a tough place to be for a defensive back. The ball is underthrown. And yeah, I mean, had he obviously turned, that have been the ideal place to be. You got to turn your shoulders and make an effort on the ball. But also a pretty cagey move by Mark Hamper to come and draw that penalty, kind of sell it like a basketball player in the lane. But it's a big play. UC Davis defense would have got off the field there. Let's see if the Vandals can take advantage of the penalty and get something going here.
It's just a it's just a 15-yard penalty. It's not a spot foul, so to only move the ball up to the 43-yard line. Vandals still on their side of the field. Rex Connor showing blitz and a flag thrown. It's going to be false start against the Vandals.
You go up 15 with a spot foul. Obviously, the NFL would be a
false start.
15-yard penalty.
Number 4 of the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Moving back 5.
Still
after the first down. After the first down, brings it 1st and 15. Already behind the chains. Tough to see much movement there, Scott.
Yeah, I'm not sure who moved. But again, with the new quarterback, new cadence, new rhythm, you understand that as a quarterback.
Every quarterback, even if it's on 1 or on 2, every quarterback gets there a little bit different. Very difficult for an offensive line to change a quarterback midway through the game.
So it's 1st and 15. Nick Josephek to throw. Winds up, throws deep down the near sideline. A one-handed attempt by Hamper, but he's out of bounds. Not sure if he caught it or not. It would not have mattered. Terrific effort by Hamper, who was still down. Looks like he injured himself trying to make that catch. Tim Plow's right there next to him. Hamper immediately took off his helmet.
Looks like he almost got the wind knocked out of him. But hopefully it's just that.
Idaho training staff immediately racing across the field.
Nice
we'll take another
ball,
look at it.
Nice ball by Josephek. Hey, their coach is showing a lot of confidence, letting him sling it. And I was down on the field pregame. He can throw the ball, just as well as Jack Wagner. It was interesting. They were, as as Hamper is able to get up. Hopefully it just was the wind knocked out of him. Those two quarterbacks were doing
Who's
something.
going to quarterback now? Josefek has to come out for a play. They're going to run a wildcat here? Oh, that's Hamper. Excuse me.
Hamper,
Yeah,
Hamper's
Josefek's
up.
fine.
I was gonna
correction.
say,
My bad. My bad on that.
I know
I was too busy thinking about quarterbacks down on the field before the game because you like to get down there before the game and get down on the field.
I like to get down there and breathe that football, but Wagner and Josefek were playing catch from 50 yards apart, like playing long toss like a couple of baseball players. I had never seen such a thing, but glad Hamper's off on his own accord. 2nd and 15 for the Vandals.
So it is Nick Josefek still out on the field. He's 0 of 2 in this game, 1 of 5 on the year. They're going to hand off. Nowhere to go, Nate Thomas. The Aggie defense just swallows that up. Porter Connor's there, Lucas Sarek. And that's going to be our final play of the third quarter. What a third quarter for the Aggies. They score 14 unanswered. They lead this one 28-17 going to the fourth. Another huge crowd on hand here at UC Davis Health Stadium. They broke the record for attendance last week, nearly 15,000 taking in the game against Utah Tech, close to those levels here tonight as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Scott Marsh and John Grant with you. Aggies leading 28-17. It is 3rd and about 17 for the Vandals. Josefek with it, trying to buy some time, throws down the sideline, and it's deflected. Who else but Kavir Baines with a pass breakup. Jordan Dwyer was there, but Baines beat him to it.
Kavir Baines, tremendous closing speed, coming down and making a play. Would not have been close to the first down, but still a great pass breakup by number 23. We highlighted him pregame, and he's lived up to his advertised playmaker status this evening.
Josefek just bought some time there, but Baines racing over the field, broke it up, and he was near the first down marker. So the Vandals will have to punt. LJ Harm is on, standing at his 20-yard line. Set the return is Perez at his 20. The lefty puts his boot into it. Nice spiral, and it's fair caught by Perez at the 22-yard line. You know, the Aggies, Tim Plow's been talking about they'd have to play their best game to beat Idaho. They'd have to play a 60-minute game. Probably their best 3 quarters overall of football this season, but now they got to find a way to close this out.
Got to find a way to close it out, but Coach Plow's big about learning as you go and getting wins while learning, getting wins while continuing to improve. They've done that, going 3-1 over the first 4 and putting it together their most complete 3 quarters thus far in this 24 season.
In motion, C.J. Hutton heads back to the right. Hastings with it, rolling out, dumps it off, pass complete, short gain to Winston Williams, good for about 4 yards.
Might not look like much there by Miles Hastings. Rolling out to the right, hey, a little 4-yard dink and dunk. But you know what, 4 yards on first down, it's a heck of a lot better than no yards on first down. A lot of quarterbacks would have just thrown the ball away there. Veteran move, getting that completion.
2nd down and 6. Trent Tompkins in motion. They're going to dump out the Tompkins in the flat, eludes one defender, can't the second. Got to the 29-yard line, sets up a 3rd and 4, 2-yard gain for Trent Tompkins, who's featured more tonight than we've seen him so far this year.
Yeah, there's been some design plays to get number 18 the ball. He is dynamic. Would have liked to get a little bit better blocking by Samuel Batu on the edge there. Might have been a little bit more room to run. 3rd and 4, we'll see what Hastings does in the shotgun.
Aggies trying to draw the Vandals offside and get a cheap 5 and a first down that way. Vandals not biting. Play clock approaching 5 seconds. Aggies get it snapped. Hastings real route to Perez, dives forward and has the first down. Good recognition by Mateo Perez of where the chain was.
Hey, Perez has made some nice plays tonight. He's had a nice season when he gets his opportunities. Watch him come out of the backfield here. Nice accurate throw. Nice hands catch by a running back. Not the easiest thing to do a hip turn. Take contact, hold on to the ball, move those chains. Well designed, well executed by the Aggies.
Yeah, Perez missed most of 2023 with injury, back fully healthy this year, and Tim Plow says it's great to have him backing up Land Larison. Hastings throws out, that's Batu. Splits 2 defenders out past the 40-yard line. A nice gain on first down for about 5 yards.
Batu's dangerous with the ball in his hands. Nice to just throw him a dart screen every once in a while. See what he can do. A positive yards, positive gain on first down. Gets about 6. Formation into the boundary here. 3 receivers in the bunch formation. Most often is set towards the field. There is some benefit to putting it into the boundary as the Aggies did there.
Yeah, the wide receivers doing a nice job blocking too, and that's another big thing for Coach Plow. He wants his wide receivers to be good blockers in addition to good catchers. Hastings going to roll left side this time. Throws down the field. It's caught. C.J. Hutton in Vandal territory at the 39-yard line. Hutton, Hastings' most favorite receiver, coming up with the grab.
Nice catch by Hutton. He's putting together a heck of a season. Great throw and catch by Hastings. Hey, he doesn't run the ball downfield very often, but watch the mobility in the pocket, the jab fake, the roll left, resets the feet. That is not an easy arm angle to complete a football pass. The veteran throw. Hastings has got a lot of arm talent, does not get the credit he deserves playing that position.
12-yard completion to Hutton. Aggies on the Vandals side of the field now. Handoff Perez coming left side, turns it down inside the 35-yard line, down to the 34, and this has been a series again without Land Larison on the field.
Indeed. Perez getting the lion's share of opportunities, and the Aggies, hey, they can go fast, they can go no huddle, and they can also take some time. When you're up 28-17 in the second half, look to the sideline. Sometimes they go, what do they call, extreme on both sides. They'll go hyper fast, and sometimes they'll slow it. They'll take the air out of the ball like some John Wooden basketball team running a 4 corners offense. Nothing wrong with letting that clock tick.
Now, John Wooden never ran the 4 corners. That's one thing he never did. Hastings throws out Perez. Didn't get the block from Mitchell Dixon that time. Good job by the Idaho defense as Zach Johnson fought off that block and made the tackle.
That was kind of a blind reference. I knew the era. I knew John Wooden. Hey, a lot of Woodenisms in this program. Coach Soker and Coach Wooden did have a lot of similarities. But, yes, that was a blind four corners reference. So I needed something to go with take the air out of the ball, Scott.
The Aggies would love to take time off the clock, and if they get 7 here, boy, Idaho, it is in a very desperate situation.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 8. Larison is back out on the field for the Aggies. And now Tim Plow's going to take a timeout. Play clock was down to 5. There was some confusion there, and so the Aggies will talk about it a little bit. 10:32 left to go. Aggies up by 11. We'll try to keep the drive alive when we come back.
The Kittles was filmed before a live studio pizza.
All right, here you go.
Look alive, dipsticks. I got Little Caesars. Did you get pepperoni? I want Italian sausage. It better be bacon pizza. Brothers, it's a 3-meat treat. It's got all those delicious toppings. Come on. Bacon, pepperoni, Italian sausage. Then save Pop Kittle a slice. I'm a dog.
The Kittles love their 3-meat treat. Order your 3-meat treat for $8.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
I didn't have to spend my life trying to find my calling. Mine found me at an early age. There was no question of what I wanted to be. It was just a matter of how good I could get and how far I would go.
At Ram, our calling is to build trucks. So when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, brings you the Ego Power Plus blower. Reaching an incredible 765 CFM, it's more powerful than gas. And at speeds of up to 200 miles per hour, it's the most powerful Ego blower ever. Featuring Ego's patented 56-volt arc lithium battery technology, it runs up to 90 minutes on a single charge. Plus, the same battery powers all Ego tools. Exclusively at Lowe's, Ace, and Ego authorized dealers.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
This time I use towel. It's in! Historic goal! Houston scores! Left-footed goal!
There's a look at the all-time rushing TD leaders as Miles Hastings moved past John Grant earlier for touchdown throws. Lan Larison has tied G.P. Muhammad and Jermaine Rucker with 28 all-time rushing touchdowns, good for 4th best in UC Davis history.
Yeah, Preston Jackson was on the coaching staff back in the early 2000s when I was here. He was a great UC Davis Aggie.
Yeah, mid-90s, and played with Kahari Jones, who you have 50 touchdowns with in common.
Yeah. Kahari Jones had a lot better professional career. He was a dominant player up in Canada.
So here we go, 3rd and 8 for the Aggies. They empty the backfield. Hastings the throw. Looking across the middle left side. Tompkins comes down with the grab inside the 25-yard line. The magic man. That's the swagger we're used to seeing from Trent Tompkins.
There's some swag by number 18, Trent Tompkins, getting some touches tonight. Look at the designed rollout left by Hastings. Throws on timing. Receiver goes up, high points it. That's a key, tremendous, big time 3rd down pickup by the UC Davis Aggies.
What a throw again by Miles Hastings. He's having one of his best games as an Aggie tonight.
The arm talent he's put on display tonight is some of the best I've seen from number 7. He's having a heck of a ball game.
23 of 28, 225 yards and 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. The throw again, pump fakes, spins out of traffic, pulls it down, is going to run for it inside the 20 and slides, and that's a late hit possibly. Flag not thrown as he got hit from behind by Malachi Williams.
Look at the spin out here. We used to call it the elbow move. Get out. Great escapability against these fast defensive linemen. Hey, like you said, Scott, the quarterback goes into his decisive slide movement
first,
and then gets hit.
It was close.
It was very close. Either way, nice play by Miles Hastings, picking up some plays with his legs. Good to see.
Aggies in the red zone here on 2nd down and 5. Fake a handoff to Larson. Hastings rolling in, this time right side, and just throws out of bounds. Hit as he's throwing it again by Malachi Williams, who is just chasing down Hastings right and left.
Chases down Hastings, just put his hands up like he's playing basketball, but he's a very strong athlete on that defensive end spot.
And again, Keyshawn James Newby's played very little tonight. No Dallas Afalava, 2 key players on the D-line for the Vandals, not playing. 3rd and 5. The Aggies are in field goal range for sure, but would love to get 7 and make it a 3-possession game. This time they will hand off for number 3. Larison just pushes the pile forward down to the 15-yard line. It's an interesting decision now for Tim Plow. It's 4th and 2. Do you take the 3, go up 14, or do you try to get the first down and go for the knockout blow?
Boy, they're thinking about it as they let the clock run. Maybe it's a matter of let the clock run and run and run.
They're going to go for it.
They're sending Trent Williams back on the field. You know, you have the opportunity. Do you try to draw the defense off sides? Do you not run a play? Or do you do something like this?
Look at this odd alignment. They send all their linemen to the left. It's a wildcat for Land Larison. They snap it. Larison rolling right side in all sorts of trouble, throws it sidearm to Tompkins, and it stopped. That was a crazy play, and it didn't work. There is a flag down. It's probably some sort of illegal shift against the Aggies.
Some sort of illegal shift.
That was a strange play on 4th and short.
It was. Hey, you looks pretty great if it works for the Aggies, but we saw, kind of one of those exotic plays go negatively for the Vandals offense. Here one goes the other way for the Aggies offense.
Illegal formation, more than 4 players in the backfield on the offense. The penalties declined. First down, Idaho.
The Aggies kind of out-tricked themselves that time. They're feeling good. They know that Idaho has a 3rd-string quarterback in the game. They've got them pinned back. They like their defense in this situation. As we take another look at it here, they did have 4 players in the backfield. As you look, 3 were lined up to the right. So we'll see if Idaho can take advantage of it. They do get a turnover on downs.
It's a shot of life for the Vandals.
Nick Josephic will throw on first down. Brings it near side. Coming back, making the catch is Jordan Dwyer. Out past the 30-yard line. The great route runner Jordan Dwyer is going to be close to 100 yards receiving tonight now. It's still a 2-possession game.
It is. Yeah, and here we get again another out route. Look at the double move, triple move, back to the sideline. The quarterback bringing him back, throwing it towards open ground, away from the defensive back. A nice throw by the 3rd-string quarterback for the Vandals.
1st and 10 from the Vandal 32-yard line. Josephic lets it go, man-to-man coverage with Dwyer and Samaje Verner. No penalty called. It's incomplete, 2nd and 10.
And in talking with Coach Eck for the Vandals this week, they often just, they play personnel offense. They do a lot of, my guy's better than your guy. And here you see it, just taking a shot go route. There's not much scheme. There's not much concept. It's kind of, let's take a shot deep to Dwyer in one of those 50-50 ball situations.
So this time the tight end Alex Moore lines up to the boundary side. Cummings in the backfield. Josephic looks across the middle, hits Moore, immediately brought down by Verner. It'll be a gain of 5, sets up a 3rd and 5. We're at the midway point of the 4th quarter. So time's starting to become a little bit of an issue, although Idaho still has all 3 timeouts left.
Nice decisive throw here by Josephic, hitting the tight end on the hitch route.
Josephic with time, nobody open, is going to pull it down, is going to run for it. Has some room to the 40, to the 45, first down and more midfield Aggie territory and getting out of bounds. A big-time scamper from Josephic, and now Idaho moving the football.
It's plays like that change momentum. 3rd and 5, and then the quarterback gets free. The redshirt freshman getting his opportunity. Has not played much football this year. He keeps running and running. And gets a big chunk yardage play for the Vandals.
Josephic finds his man out to the 35-yard line. That is Cortez Menzavar. gain of 7 on first down. So Josephic finding his footing on this series.
Yeah, he's looking comfortable back there. Sometimes when you're playing from behind and you know you're just going to get the reins to throw, you kind of stop thinking about things too much and you just go on your instincts. Can be a good place to be for a quarterback.
Josephic again throws out more near a first down. Depends on the spot. Looks like it's going to be just shy of the line to gain. It will, just inches shy of a first down. So 3rd and inches for the Vandals. Josephic on a quarterback keeper turns it in and will have the first down. Just got enough, got by Zach Kennedy to get the first down.
Yeah, all of these Idaho Vandal quarterbacks are pretty mobile. Watch Josephic out to the right, put his right foot in the turf and then cut back against the grain, getting that first down, refreshing the chains, back in the shotgun, putting his running back in the right spot.
Trips receivers to the left. Josephic looks left, finds a man in the slot, breaking a tackle inside the 20, and down at about the 17-yard line is Tony Harsty, the true freshman.
And boy, these kind of soft zone that's being employed by the UC Davis Aggie defense kind of being picked apart as we see Samaje Werner down on the ground. He's had himself a nice game. Looks like we're going to take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a break here. We'll find out Samaje Werner's situation when we come back. Ags up 28-17.
Tim Sheehy's position on abortion is one of the most extreme in the country. He's ready to end it right now.
I want all to end tomorrow.
He's called abortion murder, and he's against the initiative protecting abortion rights here in Montana. As senator, Sheehy could help pass a national abortion ban, even if a woman is raped. Tim Sheehy, radically wrong for Montana, radically wrong on abortion.
I want all to end tomorrow.
The Kittles was filmed before a live studio pizza.
All right, here you go.
Look alive, dipsticks. I got Little Caesars. Did you get pepperoni? I want Italian sausage. It better be bacon pizza. Brothers, it's a 3-meat treat. It's got all those delicious toppings. Come on. Bacon, pepperoni, Italian sausage. Save Pop Kittle a slice. I'm a dog.
The Kittles love their 3-meat treat. Order your 3-meat treat for $8.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
I didn't have to spend my life trying to find my calling. Mine found me at an early age.
At Ram, our calling is to build trucks. So when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
It's so on.
Here's a look at the Samaje Werner, and we'll try and see what happened there as he just came in. Maybe a little helmet-to-helmet contact there at the end of that play. He walked off on his own power to the sideline. As we come back, it's 1st and 10 for the Vandals. 5:33 and counting on the clock. Nick Josephic throws into the middle. The ball's popped up, and it's deflected but dropped. Oh, the Aggies a golden opportunity to get their 4th interception of the night. Flag down on the field. It's in the backfield.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 95 of the defense. Half the distance
So
to the
Zach
goal.
Kennedy called with
Automatic
roughing the
first down.
passer, and that'll be half the distance to the goal. It'll set up a 1st and goal. Boy, momentum's changed. The Aggies had a chance on a 4th and 2 to kick a field goal at the 15-yard line. Elected to go for it, didn't get it, and now Idaho's moving the ball the other way. And there's Kennedy, yep,
Boy.
and he got him late.
Yeah, there's also a hold by a Vandal offensive lineman there, but hey, 1st and goal from the 10.
Idaho.
Momentum has shifted here.
Yep, they need 2 scores, so they need a field goal and a touchdown. They throw for the corner in the end zone. It's overthrown that time. Intended receiver was Dwyer. Coverage on the play by Tyson McWilliams, who's come in now for Samaje Werner. Jason Eck going after McWilliams right away.
Yeah, and it did look like Werner had some helmet-to-helmet contact, probably getting checked out on the sideline. Good defense, good coverage on the fade route, and a nice throw by Joseph Eck, who's done some nice things in his time in here. Dwyer getting a lot of targets now, 5 catches for 85 yards.
So Joseph Eck 4 of 11 since coming into the game. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run for it inside the 10 and runs out of bounds near the 7-yard line, where it'll set up a 3rd and goal from the 7. It'll be interesting for Jason Eck. If you don't score on this play, you probably kick the field goal because you need 2 scores.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's they get down to the 1 or 2 yard line, you need the 2 scores. The theory is keep the game alive, get the field goal first, make it mathematically still a ball game. Big play either way, though, here on Jim Soker Field.
5 minutes to go. Joseph Eck, quarterback keeper, trying to set up a 4th down play, but nothing moving there. Zach Kennedy not fooled. Princeton Toki clogging up the middle. And Coach Eck is going to go for the 3 to try and make it a 1-score game.
Design quarterback. Joseph Eck kind of hobbling as he comes off the field. Not sure what the next option would be at quarterback for the Vandals, but it was a designed quarterback draw, well defended by the Aggies.
Pope on for the chip shot. And it's good. So Pope connects from 24 yards out, and it's 28-20, and it is a 1-score game. So the Aggies will try to run out the clock when we come back.
The Kittles was filmed before a live studio pizza.
All right, here you go.
Look alive, dipsticks. I got Little Caesars. Did you get pepperoni? I want Italian sausage. It better be bacon pizza. Brothers, it's a 3-meat treat. It's got all those delicious toppings. Come on. Bacon, pepperoni, Italian sausage. And save Pop Kittle a slice. I'm a dog.
The Kittles love their 3-meat treat. Order your 3-meat treat for $8.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza. I didn't have to spend my life trying to find my calling. Mine found me at an early age.
At Ram, our calling is to build trucks. So when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. That's the rule.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, when other vacation rentals make you share your turf with a host, try one that's all yours.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
It's so on.
This time I use top. It's in! Historic goal! Houston scores! Left-footed goal!
Scott Marsh, John Grant with you here. 4:28 left to go. Idaho with the field goal makes it a 28-20 game. Do they think about an onside kick here? They have all their timeouts still.
I think you kick it deep here. 8-point game. It is a 1-score game. You got the timeouts in the bag. See what the Vandals decide to do.
Aggies are playing back, and they do punt it away. Owen Adams kicks it to the 10-yard line, and a fair catch signaled for by C.J. Hutton. So a conservative play there by Hutton, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and that's instructed from the coaches. Hey, C.J., we're just going to take the fair catch here. We're not going to risk a fumble. We're going to take the ball securely, make sure the offense gets on the field. And now this is a 4-minute offense time.
Yep. But the Aggies are going to need a couple first downs still.
Yeah, in the 4-minute offense, you're ideally, the game ends with the ball still in your hands. You're going to take time. You're going to run all the clock between the plays. Ideally, you run the football, high percentage pass plays. Quarterback often negates his boot fake to follow the running back in case the ball does fall on the ground. High and tight, 4 points of pressure on the football at all times.
Got to think a lot of Land Larison here. 1st and 10 for the Aggies. Tompkins in motion. Hastings going to hand off for Larison, bringing it left side. No, they fake the handoff and they throw to Hutton. To the 40, to the 45, to midfield. What a great fake that time by Miles Hastings. Everybody thought Land Larison had it. He pulled it down at a big-time gain of 25 yards.
Why the whole stadium, the whole Vandal defense thinks Larison has the ball, and then a great throw and catch. Good catch by Hutton, securing, turning, getting as much yardage as he can. And that's what happens when you have a veteran quarterback like Miles Hastings back there. Your head coach and your offensive coordinator has the confidence to put the ball in your hand, allow you to throw the ball downfield and get a big play, getting those chains moving, and you're already here at midfield.
And taking time off the clock. And with that throw, Miles Hastings is now over 8,000 career yards in passing.
Whew. What a career this young man has put together. And he's still got more games, a lot more games this year to add and add and add.
And now Idaho's got to start thinking about taking those timeouts. They have all 3 of them still. This time a handoff for Larison, just pushing the pile forward to about midfield. And let's see if Idaho elects to use one of the timeouts just yet. It looks like they're going to let the clock continue to roll.
And obviously new in college football this year, there is the 2-minute timeout, which gives the Vandals an extra stoppage of the clock. But UC Davis offense in no hurry at all. They don't really even huddle, but they're, talking. It's not a traditional huddle from this no huddle offense, but they're letting all the time run only at 10 seconds till they come and break and go up to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, play clock now at 5. Hastings is going to throw on second down. Safe pass, a little screen pass, a bubble screen to C.J. Hutton, who gets down to the 45-yard line. And now Jason Eck will burn the first of his 3 timeouts. It'll set up a 3rd down and 4 for the Aggies.
They kind of a reverse bubble screen. It's a fire screen. Watch Hutton come back. Watch right tackle Ernesto Nava. He's aiming for the cornerback. Nice safe throw. It's almost an extension of the run game. Forces the defense to call a timeout, and well executed by the quarterback, the lineman, and the wide receiver.
Yeah, it's Keyshawn James Newby with the tackle. He's out on the field now. He's been limited tonight, but he's out there right now.
But you wonder, obviously he was on some sort of pitch count, coming off a little bit of an injury. The FCS leader in sacks coming into the game has been unable to play a full game. But he's a heck of a player, and yeah.
All right, this is the biggest play of the game right here, 3rd and 4. What do you want to see the Aggies run here?
You want to see the Aggies run something that gets a first down if you're a UC Davis Aggie fan.
What are you drawing up?
I would, quarterback perspective, I would like something with multiple options for a veteran quarterbacks. Oftentimes you get a quarterback out on the edge with a run-pass option, not necessarily Miles Hastings' game, but look, they're going to put the ball in his hand. You also have Land Larison, a top 5 FCS all-purpose yardage leader.
Here we go. A first down almost seals the game for the Aggies. Hastings will throw, winds up, throws far side, intended for Tompkins. It's out of bounds and incomplete. That allows the Vandals to save a timeout, and the Aggies are going to punt now on 4th and 4. No chance they're going to go for it here. So Idaho's going to get the ball back, and they'll have enough time to try and make one final drive.
Yeah, rather curiously, the long throw here, well beyond the sticks. It was a 3rd and 4 play. Hastings takes the shot.
And the dangerous Abraham Williams set the return for Idaho. He has 5 kickoff returns for touchdowns. He's one of the very best at all of college football to transfer from Weber State. Ben Bakes Alta Cruz high in the air, and it's fair caught by Williams. Good coverage downfield by the Aggie special teams. So they have Idaho pinned back inside their 15-yard line. 2:22 left to go. The Vandals are down to their 3rd string quarterback. They do have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, and a big incomplete pass by the UC Davis offense there. They've done a good job keeping the clock moving with run plays and short high percentage pass plays. The downfield throw there essentially gives the Vandals an extra stoppage of the clock with 2:22 remaining. They do have to drive 88 yards, but it's the game is far from over here, Scott, with where we're at in this scenario.
Far from over. The Aggie defense has to come up with one more stop, and for the Vandals to get their first win against the Aggies in the modern era, have to go 88 yards. Pass out in the flat, Dwyer with it, caught, immediately tackled in the field of play by Blake Cotton. So the clock will continue to move. Will the Vandals be able to get it snapped before the 2-minute timeout here? They race to the line, 8-yard reception, and they do get it snapped. They'll have one extra play here. Josevic throws a strike to Dwyer up to the 33-yard line, and that will bring us to the 2-minute timeout. Nick Josevic doing a tremendous job in relief of the injured Jack Wagner. Can he lead them to a game-tying score? We'll find out when we come back.
Which Chief Justice candidate can be trusted to protect stream access? The differences couldn't be clearer. Jeremiah Lynch is an experienced judge who will uphold the Montana Constitution, including our right to stream access. Corey Swanson was a paid lobbyist for a special interest group that opposed a bill guaranteeing the public's right to stream access. Who will protect our rights? The difference is as clear as Montana's trout streams. Vote for Judge Jeremiah Lynch for Chief Justice on November 5th.
The Kittles was filmed before a live studio pizza.
All right, here you go.
Look alive, dipsticks. I got Little Caesars. Did you get pepperoni? I want Italian sausage. It better be bacon pizza. Brothers, it's a 3-meat treat. It's got all those delicious toppings. Come on. Bacon, pepperoni, Italian sausage. And save Pop Kittle a slice. I'm a dog.
The Kittles love their 3-meat treat. Order your 3-meat treat for $8.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza. Any questions?
How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
Aren't you in the Hall of Fame?
And didn't you live in space? What's in your wallet?
I didn't have to spend my life trying to find my calling. Mine found me at an early age.
At Ram, our calling is to build trucks. So when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Live can't miss NFL games. An ESPN Plus exclusive Monday night matchup. Plus NFL primetime. You can't get anywhere else. And our exclusive expert analysis. ESPN Plus equals more football. Stream now.
It's so on.
High drama at UC Davis Health Stadium to start the Big Sky schedule. This game billed as the FCS Game of the Week. Number 4 Idaho, number 11 UC Davis, and it's lived up to the billing, John.
It sure has. And UC Davis giving the Vandals extra life, electing not to kick a field goal, stopping the clock on the last drive. Vandals in. They have opportunities here.
From their 34-yard line, first down and 10. Josevic. The pass, has time, winds up, throws deep down the field. It's incomplete. Schamberger was coming over. Blake Cotton had great coverage on Jordan Dwyer.
Yeah, nice blanket coverage there by Blake Cotton on the outside. For one of the few times tonight, the Vandals do take one of those shots that they've had such success with early on in the season. Josevic does not put enough air under it to give Dwyer a chance down the left sideline. 2nd and 10 here. UC Davis has not brought much blitz tonight. Probably won't here. Probably will continue to play soft coverage against the young quarterback. Game far from over.
2nd down and 10. Dwyer in motion to the left. Josevic under some heat. Steps up, is going to run for it to the 35, to the 40, 45, slides at midfield. And was that a late hit? No flag thrown. Very close. 17-yard gain. And the clock will stop to move the chains. Terrific play by Nick Josevic.
Second time this second half, Josevic has just stepped up, got what he can. Good athlete. And head coach Jason Eck was livid on the sideline that a late hit as the quarterback slid was not called there.
Replay is reviewing for a potential targeting.
So they're reviewing targeting on the play. There was no flag thrown. If they do call the targeting up here, I believe it adds 15 yards to the play. This could be a critical call in this game. The replay booth is directly to our left. They're looking at Rex Connors, who came over, and he didn't even make contact with Josephic. That will not be targeted. There was no helmet-to-helmet contact.
Like a shoulder made contact. They're reviewing targeting. We're not reviewing hitting a quarterback, making a slide.
Nope.
I don't think the hit was vicious enough. It was not helmet-to-helmet.
Yeah, there's no targeting. The replay booth has already confirmed that. If anything, he brushed him with the side.
Yeah. And if anything, this stoppage in play breaks the momentum that the Vandals have, gives the UC Davis defense time to regroup on the sideline.
But the Vandals are in business here. Plenty of time with
After
their timeout
reviewing
still.
the play, there is no foul for targeting.
So the Vandals, a minute 39 on the clock. They've got to go 51 yards, and they've got to get a 2-point conversion to try to force this game to overtime.
And again, you have a young quarterback. Josephic has not played much. He's not taken many snaps. Do you bring heat? Looks like they might here. And they are. Aggies bring 5.
Josephic lets it go, finds his tight end. That's Moore. He's pushed out of bounds. Great throw by Josephic, good for 9 yards.
And the young quarterback looks like a veteran right there, throwing to his tight end, hitting the open void, feeling the pressure, seeing it pre-snap, getting the ball out of his hands quickly, bringing up only a 2nd and 1 after the nice pickup on 1st down.
Yeah, Josephic's done a great job in relief of Jack Wagner, who went out with injury. 2nd down and 1. Will they take a shot down the field here? Josephic has time, winds up, throws down the field for Dwyer. Lunges out, makes the catch, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete. Oh, Dwyer, what a tremendous effort by him. He came down with it, but did not come down with the foot inbounds.
Josephic, nice touch on the outside. Oh, very close. Dwyer was out of bounds. Potentially could have been a little bit more acrobatic with the foot tap. There was room there. Third down, you take a chance, you take a shot play on 2nd and short, you have 3rd down. You have 2 downs to pick up this 1st down here.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, obviously 4-down territory for the Vandals here. They're going to hand off and run it. Cummings with it, and he got the 1st down before being thrown backwards. And that's the key right there. It stops the clock. Chains will move. Clock stopped at 1:18. Ball set. They'll roll the clock again. Vandals right up to the line. Josephic winds up and just throws it out of bounds. Under pressure that time. Dwyer was in the area. Boy, it's all coming down to the last 68 seconds. And this is what we thought tonight between 2 great teams.
2 great teams on display here tonight. And Josephic kind of feeling the defender close there, just throws it out of bounds, throws it away to live another day.
And now the Aggies are going to take a timeout. So they take their 2nd timeout. They want to regroup a little bit. Smart move by Tim Plow. There's no reason to save your timeouts. If Idaho scores, you're not going to have a chance to move down the field.
Yeah, Idaho scores right now. It's a 2-point conversion. You'd like to have that timeout in your pocket, but you hopefully do not get to that scenario. Probably most beneficial to talk with your defense, get on the same page. Hey, talk with your offensive coordinator, talk with the booth, talk with the coaches upstairs. What are they seeing out of the Vandals offense? But it's tension time. You can kind of cut that with a knife out here.
You know, the Aggies, if they win tonight, they've got a pretty good path in the next few games. They're at Portland State next week. They've got Cal Poly coming in the battle for the Golden Horseshoe. They would have a chance to potentially roll off some wins if they can get by Idaho tonight.
That is true. As a former,
and look at that upcoming schedule
there it is right there. Up in Oregon next week. But as a former player, I'm pretty much still in this game right here.
It's all about this one right now, for sure.
Got to close out this one before anything else can happen.
Here we go. 2nd down and 10 from the Aggie 40-yard line. Not a person sitting here at UC Davis Health Stadium. Pass out in the flat. It's caught, rolling out of bounds. is the wide receiver. That's Dwyer, well over 100 yards receiving. It'll set up a 3rd and 4.
And the Aggies had remained in their very soft coverage here. It's just an easy pitch and catch with Samaje Werner about 10, 12 yards off. A huge cushion given to Dwyer.
Good to see Werner back on the field.
It is. Probably, yeah, he passed whatever protocol or checkout he had to get. 3rd down, see if the crowd can come alive.
Coach Plow wanting Shredville to be a hostile environment. It is right now for the Vandals. Josephic wants to run with it, has a seam. It's going to have a 1st down and more to the 25, to the 20, and slides down inside the 20. Nick Josephic looks like a senior out there right now.
He's making great decisions. He's playing on instinct. He's leading his team. It doesn't look like he has much of a high heart rate. He's a cool customer out there, and he's an athlete as well.
Clock moving, under 50 seconds. Josephic with it. It's going to throw for the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Idaho. And it's a 2-point game. Wow. Cortez Menjivar, freshman to freshman. And now it comes down to a 2-point conversion.
Wow, what a turn of events. Getting the replay. Watch Josephic. The beautiful black shoulder throw here. Great timing. Great point of attack catch by Cortez Menjivar.
Here we go. The 2-point conversion for the game. Either we go to overtime or the Aggies get the win. Deafening sound here at UC Davis Health Stadium. Josephic from the gun, empty backfield. Here comes Cumming. They fake the jet sweep. Josephic rolls out right side. He's under pressure, throws it up. It's going to be out of bounds. It's out of bounds, and the Aggies hold.
Wow, you talk about a game coming down to the wire. Bit of contact there in the end zone. No flags thrown.
Ball was uncatchable.
Yeah, could have been before the ball was thrown, but nothing was. No flags on the field. And now we get a flag late. Maybe a celebration penalty.
Here's a look at
right
it.
There, I was talking about.
Yeah, there was a clear hold on Blake Cotton.
Close.
Yeah, Blake Cotton wrapped him up. There's no doubt. But it was not called. And let's see what the flag is all about. Is it excessive celebration, or are they calling a holding penalty against the Aggies? Wait a second here.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, the UC Davis bench area. 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
So that's a big penalty. It's 15 yards. It means Idaho gets to try the onside kick from midfield. Now, if they get the onside kick, they'll be at the Aggie 40-yard line, 44 seconds, and a chance to win the game.
A field goal wins the game.
Yes.
Obviously, got to possess the onside kicks first and foremost. But yeah, it's a big 15 yards. Fortunate for the Aggies, it was a post-play penalty. You know, we saw some contact there in the defensive secondary, but a big hold on the 2-point conversion after the Vandals showed tremendous poise, driving the length of the field, scoring a touchdown, running, passing. Nick Josephic looking like an NFL player out there.
He's bleeding from his elbow, limping, but what a terrific effort. Just couldn't get the final play there. Good pressure by the Aggies. Now, the all-hands team is coming on. The Aggies will have 10 men on the line, and they've got to recover this one to secure the win. This is what Tim Plow wanted. Shredville, max capacity at full noise. Feeling it tonight. So they bring on Cameron Pope, who's their kicker, their field goal kicker, not their usual kickoff man. He's going to try to get the onside kick of his life, and the Aggies, now seeing the formation, will take their final timeout.
And here's what you do. You get a glimpse of what the kickoff team is going to do. You take your timeout. Now the chess game. Do the Vandals change it up? You have 2 or 3 of these onside kick schemes. Did they show their best hand? Did they anticipate the Aggies playing or taking the timeout? Here's where the chess game breaks out. It's been a dogfight tonight. There's been aspects of a chess game. It's been a heck of an FCS matchup, heck of a Big Sky opener this evening.
Couldn't ask for any more than this tonight, John.
I always say, whenever I'm watching a game, whenever I'm doing a game, to have it come down within the last minute, a last possession, as a football fan, that's what you want. It's been hard hitting. There's been fun pass plays. There's been tough run plays. There's been linemen getting after it. There's been big plays in the special teams, and here we line up for the biggest play in the special teams.
Yeah, but that all-hands team is there. Land Larison is back. He's the one that the Aggies want to receive it. So they're setting up a line of blockers in front of him, and they're going to allow the ball to go back to Land to receive it. We'll see if Pope kicks it to the left here. Has the ball down on the ground. Here we go. Kick is down. It goes 10 yards. It takes a bounce, and it's recovered by the Aggies. And by who else but the Big Sky Player of the Year, Land Larison, doing it all again for the Aggies.
And Land Larison comes up, pumped up, executed perfectly. Look at Larison, he's done it all tonight, even threw a touchdown.
I wasn't going to use this until we knew it was going to happen. The Aggies have never beaten a top 5 team in their FCS era.
And it looks like that might change tonight. That was a great that was a great onside kick. And is even well executed.
So they're going to move a couple seconds off the clock. It didn't move. So victory formation three times for the Aggies, and they're going to get out of Dodge with the victory.
By the skin of your teeth.
They were up 28-17. They went for it on 4th down. Didn't get it. Idaho, to their credit, came roaring back in this game, but just came back a little short. Couldn't get the 2-point conversion when they had to have it. But what a game for the Aggies at home tonight, and what a statement win to beat the number 4 team in the nation at home tonight.
Yeah, hosting a team that received first place votes in the FCS. Idaho looked the part early. Looked like it almost might be a blowout for the Vandals, starting up 14-0.
Yeah, Idaho takes the timeout here. It doesn't matter. It's 3 knees for Miles Hastings, who had one of the best nights he's had in his career tonight. 25 of 32, 248 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
He was precise. He was composed. He led his team. He made some dime throws. He made plays with his legs. Number 7 had a big football game tonight at Jim Soker Field.
So the victory formation, one more timeout for the Vandals. One more snap, and that's going to do it for UC Davis. They're going to go to 4-1. More importantly, they go 1-0 in the Big Sky. For the Vandals, it'll be their 2nd loss. They start off 0-1 in league play.
Yeah, anytime you get a Big Sky opener, you get that first victory, get things rolling. And as you brought up the graphic, I wasn't quite ready to talk about the upcoming schedule as I'm losing my voice here. But tonight was a tough one for UC Davis. Gets a little easier as they get into Big Sky play in earnest.
One more snap, one more knee, and that's going to do it. Idaho can do nothing to stop the clock. It's going to roll out the final 30 seconds, and there's going to be a big-time celebration in Davis tonight.
There is. If you're around the Sacramento area, come to Davis as UC Davis Aggies celebrate this victory. Land Larison and everyone jumping around, having a good time.
Oh, and they deserve the celebration tonight. What a hard-fought, well-deserved victory for the Aggies. After going down 14-0 early on, it looked like they could be run out of the building.
Sure did. Showed tremendous heart to come back, to get some stops on defense, to get that first down even on offense, get that first touchdown, and then get the momentum and get things swinging your way. Tremendous victory as Coach Plow on the field, getting his first Big Sky victory. You know he's proud. Just a good team, good Aggie pride victory here in Davis.
And for Coach Eck, they know each other. They shook hands. Coach Eck has never beaten UC Davis as a head coach. The statistic still holds true.
It does. And Idaho's a heck of a team. Coach Eck's a heck of a coach. As we see some highlights start rolling, but in the end it was UC Davis prevailing late, prevailing by a thread.
What a ball game tonight here in Davis. Just a tremendous win for the Aggies, as good as they've had at UC Davis Health Stadium. The Aggies finding a way to hold on and win this one. All right, that's going to do it for our broadcast here from UC Davis Health Stadium. Our thanks to executive producer Isidro Cabrera, our director Cruz Martinez, and our editor-in-chief Ryan Sahadejo, and the rest of our entire broadcast team doing a tremendous job as always. For the Aggie former great quarterback John Grant, I'm Scott Marsh. Our final score tonight, UC Davis 28, Idaho 26. The Aggies go to 4-1. They'll celebrate tonight here in Davis. Have a great night, everyone.
What happened to John Tester?
I would not offer amnesty.
Tester voted for amnesty for 11 million illegals, and even to allow giving them $500 million in cash payments. John Tester, he's not for Montana anymore.
The Kittles was filmed before a live studio pizza.
All right, here you go.
Look alive, dipsticks. I got Little Caesars. Did you get pepperoni? I want Italian sausage. It better be bacon pizza. Brothers, it's a 3-meat treat. It's got all those delicious toppings. Come on. Bacon, pepperoni, Italian sausage. Then save Pop Kittle a slice. I'm a dog.
The Kittles love their 3-meat treat. Order your 3-meat treat for $8.99 and get your game day delivered with Little Caesars.
Pizza.
I didn't have to spend my life trying to find my calling. Mine found me at an early age. There was no question of what I wanted to be. It was just a matter of how good I could get and how far I would go.
At Ram, our calling is to build trucks. So when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, brings you the Ego Power Plus blower. Reaching an incredible 765 CFM, it's more powerful than gas. And at speeds of up to 200 miles per hour, it's the most powerful Ego blower ever. Featuring Ego's patented 56-volt arc lithium battery technology, it runs up to 90 minutes on a single charge. Plus, the same battery powers all Ego tools. Exclusively at Lowe's, Ace, and Ego authorized dealers.